Funeral Home and Monuments, Community Hospital, Devaney Motors, Horizon Bank, Nebraska Land Tire Service, Runza, Decatur Health, Southwest Nebraska Physical Therapy, Tobias Dental, MMB Bank, Veterans Heating and Air, Wagner Auto Group, Pizza Hut, and Voles Plumbing and Heating.
Now with the start of the Wagner Ford pregame show, here's Rich Barnett.
It is week 2 of the high school football season. The Bison football team hitting the road for the first time. We are in Aurora, the land of the Huskies. Coming up tonight, the 1-0 Bison, the 0-1 Aurora Huskies. I'm Rich Barnett. Coming up at our Wagner Ford pregame, we'll have a conversation with DJ Gross, former McCook High School grad, now assistant coach in his second year at Millard South High School. They're coming off a big win last week. They're the number 1 team in Class A again, going into this week's game. We'll also have a conversation. Bison seniors Simon Garcia and Tristan Campbell will join us as well. We'll get to the coaches with head coach Kyle Peterson of Aurora, head coach Joe Petrosky, then Lance Frazier. Carl Raymond and I will have the call of tonight's game from Aurora High School. That's all coming up our Wagner Ford pregame here on Kicks 96.1.
At Carpenter Breland Funeral Home, it's our people who make the difference. From owners Tim and Christy Dahm to our dedicated staff, we're honored to serve Southwest Nebraska with compassion and care. Our monument specialist, Aaron Cutter, helps families create lasting memorial tributes. And Avery Johnson, our funeral director apprentice, has a heart for serving families during life's most difficult moments. Carpenter Breland Funeral Home, Crematory, and Monument Services in McCook, serving families with dignity, compassion, and care.
Tomorrow is about the lessons we learn today. A farmer's market teaches us that community is grown together. Kids laughing shows us how joy is easy. And coffee on the porch reminds us to savor every moment. These are the lessons that shape a tomorrow we all share. One filled with trust, good company, and wide open dreams. That's the way banking should be. And that's Pinnacle Bank. Member FDIC.
There's a new buzz in McCook about a place that's pizza heaven, and everyone's raving about their unbeatable buffet bonanza. Picture this: unlimited pizza, pasta, salad, and dessert every day from 11:30 to 1:30, plus Monday and Wednesday nights from 5 to 7. Mouth-watering, right? And then you think, where do I sign up? Head to your McCook Pizza Hut on North Highway 83. Visit pizzahut.com for more information.
The Wagner Ford pregame show with Rich Barnett continues now on Kicks 96.1.
Kickoff coming up at the top of the hour, 7 o'clock, McCook and Aurora. Let's continue on our Wagner Ford pregame. I had a chance to talk to former Bison. Now he's the assistant coach with Millard South and their great football program, DJ Gross. And coming off a state championship season last year, Class A preseason number 1. DJ, a big win last week, and we'll talk about this week and the rest of the season. But, boy, that football championship. And your first year being an assistant coach, teacher, and coach in the school system, that was fun, wasn't it?
It was a great year, obviously, ending the way we ended, and then, it just kind of pushed us to looking forward to the offseason, looking forward to this season. We had a lot of kids coming back from last year's team. That was my first championship of any sorts as well, so it was kind of experiencing something I've never felt before. But yeah, it just kind of motivated us to get right back to that place, hopefully this year at the end of the season.
Of course, the summer months always important, as you well know, in your years as a player and now as a coach. And I take you guys had a superb summer, weight room work, stuff like that, getting stronger, faster. This group, I'm sure, a ton of stuff in the summertime, didn't they?
Absolutely. Football, especially around here right now, it's just always been go, go, go. I've put in a lot of time from February even all the way up till now. Now it's doubled, obviously. But February through July was, we were still putting in a good 20 hours a week between weights and throwing sessions and whatnot. Just everybody's just, that's the best thing about our kids. They always just want to improve. So all summer, we're working with our kids 4 or 5 days a week, doing 7-on-7 camps, things like that, just for their sake, for our sake, the betterment of the team. So
preseason number 1 bullseye. Everybody had a good feeling that we're going to be at the top of Class A to start the season.
And you try to block out the noise. Obviously, today's world is a little hard with social media and whatnot, and the kids, they've handled it very well. That, for them being 16, 17, 18 years old, they handle things like professionals. But what we kind of, we know we got a target on our back, and we kind of, it's us versus us. That's kind of our motto for the year. We can be one of the best teams of all time, or we can be one of the best teams to never win it. So, we really just kind of put the pressure on ourselves and focus on us and not really worry about what everybody else has coming after us.
For the second year in a row, DJ, you go out of state to play that season opener, didn't you?
Yeah, so we were supposed to play. So the last year we played down in Arizona. We played Basha High School, and they were supposed to come back, but I don't know if they didn't fund or whatever, but for whatever reason the game fell through. Going into at the end of last year, through exit meetings with our kids and whatnot, we talked about what were your favorite memories and moments of the year. And other than winning state, I would say the unanimous choice outside of that was going down to Arizona. And we have just a special enough group where we felt like, to improve our national ranking, us going out somewhere and playing another nationally rated school was going to be in our best interest, and we were able to make it work. And this Las Vegas school really, this opportunity opened up for us, and the kids loved it, and we had a great time, and we were really glad we got the chance to do it again.
So I take it you probably flew out there. You didn't drive, did you?
No, we flew out there, and it was the best thing was we got all this returning players, returning coaches, whatnot, that everybody went through it last year, so it made this year pretty easy. We flew out on a Wednesday afternoon, flew back Saturday morning.
So just a couple of days out there. I got to ask, you're in Vegas. Did the coaches get a chance to get away, or probably not? You're sticking pretty much by your kids the whole time through, aren't you?
We stayed with the kids the most time. It could have been with us winning. We pushed curfew back a little bit for the kids, and each coach was in charge of like 6 or 7 kids. So I know some of our coaches got the chance to take the kids down on the strip and walk around a little bit after the game and whatnot. And we went to the Raiders Stadium and got to see some of that stuff, just to kind of show the kids things they've never seen before. But for the most part, no. The coaches, we kind of just stayed and hung out at the hotel, and after a big win like that and a fun trip like that, we kind of wanted to be with everybody anyway, just for that kind of bonding type of thing. So
at 49-7, it sounds like the kids did exactly what you told and expected of them in a big win.
Yeah, you never, when you play a team that you don't really know very well, you never know what you're getting yourself into. Very talented football team. They were a really good football team. I think preseason they came in nationally ranked 130th. The only two games they lost last year was to Bishop Gorman, who's the 5th ranked team in the country. So they're a very good football team. They got kids who are going to be playing college football all over the board. It's just, we're a really good football team too. And, sometimes it can get a little overshadowed with us being out in Nebraska. A lot of people don't talk about Nebraska high school football as much. And we jumped on them early, and we just never let off the gas, which is kind of the way we need to play, because we're going to have a lot of games like that this year. I mean, we scored 28 points in the first quarter, blocked a couple of punts, only gave up 100 yards on offense or on defense. We only gave up 100 yards. So it was really everything we could have asked for. They're a very good football team. I don't think we would, if we played them 10 times, I don't think the score would be like that most of the time. But we're a very good football team too, and it just kind of instilled the confidence in the kids that we can play with anybody.
Your offense is loaded once again, and boy, when you have a pretty good quarterback, returning state caliber quarterback, it's going to be a Division I quarterback soon. And that helps, doesn't it?
Yeah, absolutely. They make our job easy. They're special players, special kids. Jet, our quarterback, he, a lot of people say some things here and there about whether he's good enough or not, but the kid's going to Alabama for a reason. He's a special football player, and we got special weapons all over the place. We got tight ends going to Missouri, Fresno State, running back going to Illinois, linemen going Division I places. So they make our job very easy. And they play very well together. They've been playing together since they were in youth football, 5th, 6th grade. And now is just kind of their last chance to go out and live it up and have fun and show everybody what they've been working for the last 10 years.
It sounds like you got playmakers. Besides your quarterback, you've got wideouts, you got receivers, and, of course, you know darn well you've got a pretty good line that will push the way through a lot of games.
Absolutely, yeah. I mean, obviously, like we said, we got Jett at quarterback and then receiver. We got one going to Iowa State. Tight ends everywhere. Our O-line's very good, though. We got left tackle. He's going to Illinois. Our center's going to Army. And then our right tackle's going to Division II Augustana up in South Dakota. And then our right guard and left guard, both underclassmen, but they're going to be playing college football someday as well. And they've improved so much from last year that, going into that as we were going through that Arborview game, obviously we throw the ball a little bit, but we could have ran the ball, we could have thrown the ball. I think anything would have worked, and it starts with those guys up front. They show up and they work hard every day, and they just get after it, and they're very serious about football and serious about what they do.
Of course, that defense, gosh, you gave up one score. That was it. Those guys are for real again this year, aren't they?
Absolutely. That's kind of the hidden part of our team. When people talk about our team, they talk about our offense and our skill players. But, we had Mike Sauter with the Omaha World Herald. He was up at practice about a week ago, and I was talking to him, and he's like, gosh, people just don't talk about your defense enough. And I'm like, no, they don't. It's it's definitely the best defense that we will play all season, and we're lucky enough to practice against them every day. Their quarterback, Arborview in Vegas, their quarterback's going to Utah. They had a 5-star receiver and a tight end, and at the end of the game, those guys, they gave our defense a lot of props. I think we sacked that quarterback 8 times. He said he was hurting after the game, so.
Tremendous. And special teams, you got to have good special teams. I'm sure kicking game, return game, you've got a lot of good guys there as well.
Absolutely. It's a third of the game. Kids take it super serious, Thankfully, we don't have to use too many of them other than kickoff and punt return. But, we had one kickoff return on Friday night. We had a nice 60-yard return. And then punt team, they do the job, and they take it very seriously. So, and we got a lot of athletes all over the place, so it's a really good opportunity to get some of our younger guys, our sophomores and juniors, some good varsity reps who have earned it, to kind of keep their mindsets good too as well going into next year.
A couple of big, you're back in Nebraska, a couple of big road games next couple of weeks, DJ, at Millard West and at Kearney. So it's back to work in Nebraska, and those teams will give you a battle on their home fields, won't they?
Yep. The nice thing about the Millard West one is all 3 Millard schools share a stadium, and the stadium is actually at Millard South. So even though we'll be on the road sideline, it's still our stadium, so that's kind of nice, for that being considered a road game. And, Kearney, that'll be a tough test. They're always coached super well. We're very familiar with them, with us having played them twice last year. And then we actually were lucky enough, we went down and for our teen camp, we went down there for 3 days this summer at the end of the summer. So our kids are pretty familiar with that drive now, and then as well as with their facilities. But as we get into this Nebraska schedule, it gets, just a little tougher, but goals stay the same. We just kind of got to worry about us and go out and do what we do.
Finally, DJ, what's it like being a dad?
It's awesome. It's been a heck of an adjustment starting school up again. Everything's, changing. It feels like every week nothing's the same, but it's been awesome so far. Bailey and I have just kind of rolled with the punches, but my wife, she's handled everything great with me starting school. It's kind of a tough transition for her with me being home all summer, and then all of a sudden, once school starts, I'm gone at 6:30 in the morning, and I don't get home till 8:30 at night. But she's done a great job, and he's always fun to be around whenever I get the chance to come home. And now he's smiling and stuff. So it's been awesome. It's been a great adjustment.
Future football player, future lineman, future thrower in track. Come on, that's gonna happen, right?
Boy, I hope so. He can do whatever he wants, I guess, but I will highly push that. So.
Well, it's good that Mom and Dad and some friends had a chance to go to Vegas and I think watch the game too, didn't they?
Absolutely. My mom retired this summer, so, she's got a good excuse now to come see the grandkid every week and whatnot whenever we have a game. And then it gives my parents a good chance, my dad, to get out of town. And, they went down to the Arizona trip last year and they had a blast. So, Vegas is just another step up, even funner for the adults. I'm sure they sounded like they had a good time. And I'm glad they had a chance to go. I only got to talk to them for about 10 minutes the whole trip, but talking with them today made it sound like they had a good time. I guess my dad was tired and needed some resting. So
DJ Gross, former Bison, of course, UNK grad as well, and enjoying things, he and his family in the Omaha area and at Millard South High School. We'll take a break. More of our Wagner Ford pregame. We will have a chat with our Bison seniors and Simon Garcia and Tristan Campbell coming up here shortly on Kicks 96.1.
Service after the sale at Wagner Ford Toyota.
Wouldn't it be nice to do some business in the kind of place where people care?
For all your service needs, stop in and see us at Wagner Ford Toyota. Here you'll get both superior technical service and personal attention from our factory-trained technicians. They're here to make sure your vehicle is fixed right. We'll keep you happy long after you purchase a vehicle from us. Trust Wagner Ford Toyota in downtown McCook, the dealer that makes the difference.
Yes, it's very nice.
At Horizon Bank, they believe banking should feel personal and powerful. Whether you're opening your first savings account or financing your dream home, their friendly team is there to help every step of the way. From checking and savings to loans for the life's biggest moments, they've got you covered. Visit them at 312 West 1st in McCook or horizonbankne.com and experience a community bank that puts people first. Horizon Bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender, your goals, your passion.
Behavioral health services can be found close to home. Community Hospital Behavioral Health offers services for adults and children, including counseling and medication management right here in McCook. Conditions treated include depression, anxiety, ADHD, PTSD, and more. Call 308-344-8280 for an appointment, 7 a.m. to 5:30 p.m., Monday through Thursday. We're your community hospital. Advanced care, always there.
You're listening to the Wagner Ford pregame show on Kicks 96.1.
Wagner Ford pregame continues here on Kicks 96.1, highplainsradio.net, our KICX app, and our Kicks 96.1 YouTube channel. We're in Aurora tonight for the first road game for the Bison, coming off the big win last week. Aurora looking to get back in the winning track against Pierce. We have a couple of Bison seniors joining us once again with Tristan Campbell and also Simon Garcia. And first of all, Simon, I'm going to start with you first. Don't you ever scare us like you did last week when you were on your back, your foot on the ground, because I think a lot of people thought it was a major injury, me included, but it was just kind of a cramp, wasn't it?
Yeah, it kind of concerned me a little bit too, because I turned my head and I saw Trenton was laying on the ground and I started falling backwards, and as soon as I hit the ground, felt a sharp pain up my leg. But as soon as I rolled on the ground for a little bit, I just realized it was a cramp, and nothing more than that. No big injury.
Lance Frazier, both, and I in the booth looked at each other going, oh no, please, because first game, senior year, cramping's okay, but that thing kind of lingers throughout the game, doesn't it?
Yeah, I sat out for the one play, and then we got a touchdown, and then I came back in, and I was fine. And then I was on kick return, and running was a little tough with the calf cramping out, and then got back on O, and first play at O, me and Trey pancaked a kid, and I cramped up in my other calf, and my hammy started going too, so I had to come off the field again, and then by that point, all the varsity starters had came off the field, and I just got to relax on the side and get massaged.
So what's the situation when that happens? I mean, massaging helps, but they got bananas over there, they got pickle juice over there. What's the remedy to get that going again?
Well, the bad thing is I had a banana, pickle juice. All I drink is water and milk and tea, so it's not very common for me to get cramps, so they just gave me a lot of more liquids and had me drinking a lot of stuff on the sideline, trying to get my liquids back up.
Well, you throw a Gatorade in, aren't you? You don't drink much Gatorade, huh?
Not much. Sometimes after a good practice, I'll drink a Gatorade, but I try to stay away from that stuff unless it's like game time where I'll need those electrolytes.
Tristan, if this guy goes down, you're going to cry a little bit, aren't you? You got to have him out there, don't you?
Yup, I was pretty worried. I was just standing behind him, shaking my head. I was like, no way this happened. First game of the season, but we're glad to have him back.
All right, big win. Let's talk about the win last week. You guys got after it early and often against Beatrice, didn't you?
Yeah, that was kind of the game plan. We knew that they were going to be better this year. We didn't overlook them. And Coach told us that, these guys got a lot of guys returning. They had more than us. So we came out there and just got after them right away and kind of took care of business when we needed to.
Just old-fashioned smash-mouth running game. You guys got double tight end, I-back, split backs. You went shotgun every now and then, but it was just ramming down the throats, huh?
Yep, I think that's what we're really good at. We got a really physical O-line. They don't get enough credit, but they're super physical. They know what they're doing, so running behind them's easy for us. So,
Simon, how about you? You're on that O-line. Is that your favorite thing to do? Is let's just block them, let's pancake them downfield, or do you like pass blocking? Which do you like the best?
Pass blocking's more of like just a little relaxed play, but if on the run play, it's 100% intensity. We're coming off the ball. Most of our O-line's pretty undersized, so we got to be aggressive, come off hard, show them that we're not playing around, and we got to have that dog.
But the offense, the coaches said, I'm sure during the week, offense had pretty good grades this week, didn't they?
Yeah, all week everyone was doing pretty good, getting all of our plays down. Our reads were looking pretty good, and I was more than confident going into Friday night with how O-line was going to perform and how everything was going to go during the game.
Tristan, how about the 95-yard kickoff return? That's boy, gets everybody pumped up because I think they had just scored, and so you guys been talking about it. Hey, let's set up a wall. Let's see what we can do.
Yup, as soon as they scored, I was like, man, the shutout's gone. But I told everyone on the sideline, I was like, we get a good kickoff, we're going to return this one to the house, and we did. So,
can you see it? Okay, you're picturing it. You're catching it right there about the 5-yard line. You're looking ahead. You can see everything kind of developing and think, oh my gosh, we got this thing set up perfectly.
Yup, as soon as I seen the wall set up and I only seen the kicker that was working his way over, I knew that we had a chance to take this one back. And then once I had Simon and them a lead blocking for me on the kicker, I was like, I knew it was a touchdown.
All right, week of practice. You got Labor Day, of course, Monday to deal with, so kind of a funky week a little bit, but you're getting ready for an Aurora team who did lose their first game, but you can't look past them, can you?
No. We watched film on Monday over our past game. People might not think that there's much you can get from that game, but we got a lot from that, and we're going to work on that all week. And then now we're focused on Aurora, and, I know that they lost, but they're still a good team. I think they might be better than last year, so we just got to go in there with that mentality because none of last year's wins are going to help us this year. So we just got to go in there, stay hungry, and run at them.
Simon, let's talk about you on the defensive end now against their offense because they throw the ball around, it seems like, more than run it, don't they?
Aurora, they run the ball a lot, too, behind that number 19. That's their guy and who they like to run behind, but we're getting some fronts in, and I think we're going to be pretty comfortable with all of our big guys stopping that. And if they try to pass it, our D-line's pretty good and agile and quick, so I think pass pro, and they got big dudes, so I ain't really worried about the pass. I just got to work, do my job, work, and get in there.
Now, you guys were in the backfield a lot against Beatrice. That's the game plan. Let's get after the quarterback. Let's not them have any time to pass the ball.
Yep, just we were all quick, so we were getting back there really fast and putting a lot of pressure on their quarterback and running back to make a lot of decisions. And then if the quarterback kept it, we had all them outsides and secondary coming down, crashing in, getting him. And if we just had to stop Merrick Johnson, that's all. And then we did a great job on that. Didn't let him do anything too great that night.
Pretty big back. I mean, 6 foot, 190, 195, so he wasn't small, was he?
Big guy, benches 405. Coach talked about it all the time. They're going to give him the ball. He's a big guy. You're going to have to bring it if you're going to want to stop him.
Tristan, how about you in the secondary? Because they've got a wide receiver who caught over 100 yards and receiving yards last week. It's pretty good, isn't he?
Yup. He's kind of been our focus. Last year he was, really good for them. And unfortunately, he did get injured at the end of that game. But, he recovered well, and he's still going to be good. And they got a lot of other guys on their perimeter. So, we had DB meetings last night, and we really took care of how we're going to be able to shut this passing offense down.
Now, you're playing on the carpet for the first time. Which do you like? Do you have a preference? The real stuff or the fake stuff? Does it matter?
I like grass because it's a little bit softer when you get tackled on the turf a lot. You get turf burns and stuff. But, I really don't try to think into it too much. Just go out there and play ball. I
know the most recent one last year, of course, in the playoff, Bennington had it, Hastings had it. So it's nothing new for you guys.
Yep, nothing new. A lot of them Eastern teams, and out there they all have turf. But, whatever field they have, we'll play on it. As Coach Future would say, we'd play in the Walmart parking lot if we had to.
That would be interesting. Sometimes that turf back in the 80s and 90s felt like concrete, what I've read about over the years. So, yeah, exactly right. It's just pretty much concrete. And that's just a carpet laid over and everything. Simon, you guys have been playing with these guys for a long time. Hard to believe you're a senior. It's your last chance now.
I know. It all came really quick, but our team has been just all like bonded since 7th and 8th grade. We were a great team back then, and freshman year we were great, and then we got split up a little bit throughout our sophomore and junior years, but senior year is finally the year we're all getting back together, and we just work as a good team, and everybody bonds together, and we do our jobs and we just know that the guy next to us is going to do his job as well.
Any specific game you're looking forward to? Every game is important, but is there anybody on that schedule? That's the game to really look out for.
I'd probably have to say home week 3 against Waverly.
Wow.
It's gonna be one of our biggest games for us, and it's gonna set the tone for the whole season, and that's probably gonna dictate how the rest of the season goes. If we get a good game against them, then we got a good shot at seeing Lincoln this at the end of the year.
Would you agree with that in Waverly or maybe Scottsbluff a couple of weeks after that?
I just try to look forward as the next game. The next game we got is the most important one, and then we'll move on to the next one. But Waverly will be a good one too.
And if going back to what I asked Simon before about playing with these guys football for so many years, gosh, junior high and high school, it's hard to imagine that this is the final chance with this bunch.
Yeah, it honestly didn't really hit me until we had our soap scrimmage, and it was like, geez, this time has flown by. But, I wouldn't want to play football with any other guys. We've played MFL together even when we were younger. So I think that we got a really good bonded team, and we're going to go wherever we take us. So
always like to ask how your summer went. I know you kept busy this summer with some wrestling stuff, and I think you still fished a lot. Am I right?
Yup. I didn't do as much fishing, but I'd fish, work, kind of just hung out with the family.
And that kept you busy, didn't it?
Yup, kept me plenty busy. It flew by, but here we are during football season, so it's okay.
Simon, how about you in the summertime? Of course, hitting the weight room a lot. That's what football players do. You guys had a good, I think, attendance there. What else over the summertime did you do?
Had a lot of baseball. Baseball is really a lot of my summer, and then if I wasn't at baseball, I was either at work or I was at the gym lifting.
And baseball went okay. Didn't end like you guys wanted it to, did it?
No, it was a really good season. I love playing with all those boys. They're same team I have for football too, but I love all those boys. They're great teammates, and yeah, it didn't end the way we wanted it to. We could have put on a little bit of a better show. We did great. We just couldn't finish it at the end.
Do you have one more year, or are you done?
I have one more year if I come back next year.
Kind of tossing it up a little bit, not undecided right now?
Yeah, kind of undecided because I think next summer is going to be really busy with college and all that stuff, trying to see what I'm going to do for the rest of my life.
That was my next question. College plans now, not to get you through the season really, really fast, your school year. What do you plan on doing for college?
Hoping to go somewhere up towards Lincoln, like southeast, maybe Lincoln, and study horticulture with plants. Really? Big plant guy. I think when I'm older, maybe start my own farm. That'll be a great thing. Get me rolling and have my life set.
So do all your teammates and buddies ask you about plants? If they have like a research paper, do they come to you on this?
Not really. Just mostly if they want to get a cute girl, they'll ask me what flowers and how to make an arrangement, or they'll just ask me to do it for them and make it look good for them.
You charge them for this, don't you? You don't do it for free, do you?
They'll buy the flowers, but out of the kindness of my soul, I'll make it for them.
What a guy. I mean, is he a nice guy, Tristan, or what?
Yup. He's a nice guy. He's one of my best friends. We've hung out a lot ever since we were young, so he's a good guy.
All right, your college plans. What's going on with Mr. Campbell here in the future?
I think I'm going to keep my options open with sports, but if I don't get anything, I won't be too bummed about it, anything special. But I think I'm going to go to a trade school and get into some type of trade. Haven't really decided much, but probably plumbing, somewhere in that area. But I can always come back and coach, so it's not like if sports aren't the biggest deal for me. So
we're talking either football or wrestling, whatever kind of best offer, where you can go. It's always, you always look for the best money deal. That too, that's important.
Yeah, that's kind of what I've been waiting for. I got a few, but I'm just going to keep my options open. But like I said before, if nothing really pops up, then I won't be too bummed. So I just come back and help with wrestling or football and stuff like that. So
you're the ultimate handyman around the house and wherever you go, right?
Not really. That's my dad. That's my dad.
So you learn from him, right?
Yep. Teaches me a lot. So
there you go. You bet. Guys, appreciate it. Nice job, Tristan. Big night tonight. Hopefully, big night running the ball. Score a lot of points. Hold them down, and the big road win. That'd be good, wouldn't it?
Yeah, that'd be awesome to start off the season 2-0. Couldn't ask for a much better start.
Exactly right. Simon, goals for tonight, for a Friday night. If you had a certain goal in my offense, defense, what would it be?
Just come in, command the game, and we're just keep the pace. We'll control the pace and just keep everything rolling at a smooth pace.
All right, thanks, guys. Appreciate it. You bet. Seniors Tristan Campbell, Simon Garcia, key parts of this Bison team, but they're going to keep the winning ways. Back with more of our Wagner Ford pregame in just a moment here on Kicks 96.1.
Refreshing news! Vols Plumbing and Heating, your Carrier dealer in McCook, can keep you cool as a cucumber this summer. They can! Carrier's Infinity Series Central Air Conditioner with Green Speed Intelligence offers refined cooling, steady comfort, energy efficiency, and exceedingly quiet, cool performance. And each passes a legendary Carrier 100% run testing for quality and reliability. Learn more about Carrier Air Conditioning at Vols Plumbing and Heating, 1005 East C Street in McCook, keeping you chilled this summer.
Devaney Motors on East Beach Street in McCook is your authorized dealer for Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, Honda, Yamaha, and still, where else can you buy a new Ram pickup or a car, a motorcycle or ATV, a chainsaw, leaf blower, lawn and garden equipment at the same place? It's all at Devaney Motors on East Beach Street in McCook. Remember, it's not a deal unless it's a Devaney deal. Paradise Spas in McCook is a proud sponsor of McCook Bison Sports. They invite you to stop in and see all the new hot tubs and make your yard into a vacation destination. Financing is available. Paradise Spas also has a large selection of chemicals and accessories. Stop on by and see them today at Paradise Spas, 210 West 3rd Street, McCook, Nebraska. A proud sponsor of McCook Bison Athletics.
You're listening to the Wagner Ford pregame show on Kicks 96.1.
The Bison and the Huskies from Aurora, Nebraska, coming up here on this second Friday night. High school football here at Kicks 96.1 or Kicks 96.1 YouTube channel. Let's get to the coaches. First of all, head coach, longtime coach, Kyle Peterson. Coach, I know, hoping to bounce back after a tough loss against Pierce. Before we talk about, of course, Pierce and the Bison game tonight, you've been involved with this rivalry for so many years. So have I. Calling games going back to the last 25 years or so. As a player, as a coach, it doesn't get any better. These two teams have had some battles, whether your place or at Weiland Field. It's been fun to watch.
Oh, absolutely. 20-plus years of meaningful football games, of great football games between two opponents that have so much respect for each other. And, it's always fun to host the Bison.
You had a barn burner of a game last week, Coach. We're following along on with all the scores and everything, and the battle at Pierce. And, boy, a nail-biter. What a fourth quarter. Almost got that fourth quarter comeback. Just fell a little bit short.
Yeah, and obviously we had a couple plays that didn't go our way late in that game that maybe would have swung it for us. But, it was a really good opener for us. It was a great test for us. I think there were two really good football teams on the field that night, and just unfortunately we didn't make enough plays to win. But you take a lot away from a game like that. Good, and then you find some things that you need to improve on going into week two to make you a better team.
Boy, look at the stats. You threw it well. You got some rushing yards. I know you'd like to have as balanced of an offense as possible.
Yeah, obviously, against Pierce, they're really good at the line of scrimmage. They're so big up front and physical there, and we had to take some shots down the field in the passing game, and then we were down, late in that game, so we had to throw it probably a little bit more maybe then than we wanted to, but the explosive run play kind of eluded us in that game, but we did have some yards from the quarterback. We had some yards from our running back. So anytime you can be diverse, I think that makes you hard to stop offensively.
Heck of a wide receiver. Talk about Cannon Allen. He has 131 yards receiving the first game, and I'm sure there's many more games you'll have just like that. You're hoping, that's for sure.
Yeah, he's a dynamic playmaker. We just find a lot of different ways to get him the ball in space. Sometimes it's in the run game, and sometimes it's in the pass game. We were able to throw the ball to him a few times last week, and we had one big explosive play. But he's a kid that is probably our best playmaker, and any way we can get him the ball, we're going to try to find him.
Do you believe you have a transfer from Sutton that is your new starting quarterback? Talk about him a little bit. I'm sure you welcome that young man to your program and like what he's done so far.
Yeah, Wyatt coming from an 8-man background at Sutton the last couple of years, he has a lot of experience, but 11 guys in the field was new for him here this last week, and I thought he handled that situation really well. going into Pierce, that's a hard environment against a really good team, and he maintained his composure. He made plays for us with his arm and with his feet. I thought he played exceptionally well for his first game out for us and his first 11-man football game. I think you're going to see big jumps from him as the weeks go on this year, just as he gets more and more comfortable with offense, more and more comfortable with the types of schemes that we're going to see defensively.
One thing we've seen those Aurora football teams over the years, Coach, is your line play, your offensive line, your defensive fronts. You got returning starting experience. You got some big guys up front again this year.
Yeah, we do return quite a few guys that have experience for us, really, in both the offensive and defensive line. I thought we played really well at the line of scrimmage against Pierce. On the offensive side, on the defensive side, and we have some room for improvement there, but we have guys that are attentive to detail, and I think they're going to make some gains here in week 2. We have a little size up front, which maybe we didn't have a year ago. A lot of those kids ate pretty well here in the off season, so we're a little bit bigger, a little bit more physical up front than we were a year ago.
Well, I'm sure after last year, I know last year was not an Aurora football season, but with all the starters on offense and defense, these guys, I'm sure, had a heck of a summer, got themselves in the weight room even more, made themselves stronger and faster. We want to get back to what Aurora football should be like.
Yeah, absolutely. I think our kids obviously were all disappointed in how the season ended last year. We showed moments of being a really good football team, but we certainly weren't consistent enough to win games against good opponents, and that showed with our record. It was probably the most focused group that I've ever had come into fall camp, guys that really wanted to get better, wanted to prove themselves from a year ago, and I thought you saw that in our play on Friday night. Even though we didn't come away with the win, I thought we played really well at Pierce.
Coach, I'm sure you've watched a lot of McCook film for this week. What do you like about the Bison as they come to your place once again on Friday night?
It's a little bit of McCook of old on the offensive side, getting under center, running the different veers that Coach Gross ran for all those years. Saw a little midline, saw a little inside veer, a little outside veer. So a little bit more traditional McCook offense. Super talented at the running back position. I think that's where it all starts there. You got to do your very best to limit the big plays you're going to give up. He's going to get yards, he's going to get touches, but you have to be able to give up not give up the big play. It's a great defense. It's a team that runs the football really well. They tackle really well in space. There's athletes on the field everywhere. Just probably a typical, real aggressive McCook defense.
Tell you, Coach, that schedule, kicking off at Pierce and what they've been like over the years. You got McCook, you've got a road trip to always a good Wahoo team coming up after this one. It just goes on down the line, and you wrap things up with, another Bison team in Central City waiting, down the line in October. So, boy, from start to finish, every week is a battle for you, isn't it?
A year ago, only one team on our schedule didn't make the playoffs. We were able to beat 2 teams that did make the playoffs a year ago, even though we didn't have a very, successful season from win-loss standpoint. We got to play our A game every week, and we kind of told our kids that really every week's a playoff game for us because, in order to right the ship from a year ago, we got to come out on the positive side of a few more of those games that we weren't able to last year. So last week was a playoff game. This week's a playoff game for our kids.
Finally, Coach, I can't forget Colin Stolpe. Of course, we know the Stolpe family being from McCook for many, many years. Know Joe for a long, long time, and Colin's a senior now and a very, very key part of this offense, defense, everything for this team, isn't he?
Yeah, absolutely. A kid that was our returning, our leading tackler a year ago, and a great inside linebacker for us, and he's certainly even a better player yet this year. We're using him offensively in a lot of different ways. He plays inline tight end for us as a Y. He plays H. We put him out as a bit of a receiving threat, but probably more of as a great perimeter blocker for us as well. He's a great athlete. He's a kid that is just a football player, and you want to use your football players in as many ways as you can. We're going to use them, as long as we have them.
Just curious, Coach. I mean, you have a lot of kids, seniors, looking to go on and play a little college football. I'm sure you got a few that are thinking about it.
Cannon Allen is here recently committed to UNK. He's going to go play wide receiver for Coach Held at Kearney. I know Colin Stolpe is going to continue playing. He has a lot of different opportunities that he's kind of weighing out right now, and I would guess probably in the next few weeks he'll probably make that decision. We have a couple other kids that I think are trying to determine, what sport they might play at the collegiate level. I don't know if they've decided if it's going to be football or something else, but we have a talented senior group. Only 10 seniors on this team, but all 10 seniors play valuable minutes for us. So a lot of kids that will have opportunities.
That is Aurora football coach Kyle Peterson. Take a quick break. We'll hear from Bison football coach Joe Petrosky. The Wagner Ford pregame moves on Kicks 96.1.
Hi, this is Danny with Tobias Dental Care. Did you know that your oral health can affect the overall health of your body? Studies have shown that poor oral hygiene has been linked to many health conditions, such as diabetes, heart disease, and stroke. The American Dental Association recommends brushing twice daily, flossing at least once a day, and seeing your dentist every 6 months for a checkup and cleaning. If you're due for a cleaning, or if it's been a while since you've had your teeth cleaned, please call us today at 345-1510 or stop by and see us at 411 West 5th Street in McCook. And remember, at Tobias Dental Care, we make it easy for you to smile.
Getting a little hot under the collar? Well, under your roof, Veteran Heating and Air and American Standard want to keep you cool as a cucumber this summer. Call Veteran HVAC 737-5292 and ask about the great deals on new American Standard AC units. Or maybe your current system needs a little work. Call Veteran HVAC and ask about service calls and service plans. Veteran Heating and Air and American Standard, helping you keep your cool. Call today 737-5292 or visit veteranhvac.com.
The Wagner Ford pregame show with Rich Barnett continues now on Kicks 96.1.
Wagner Ford pregame continues. Kicks 96.1 or Kicks 96.1 YouTube channel. McCook on the road at Aurora. Pregame talk, head coach Joe Petrosky. And like I've talked a little bit with Coach Peterson, we talk about this every time we play Aurora, the memories, the stories. As a player, as assistant coach, now as a head coach, man, you could spend an entire day talking about Aurora McCook football, couldn't you?
You could, Rich, and I'm really glad that you brought that up. It's just an exciting game. It's tradition rich. It's got a long history. Goes back a long time. A lot of great matchups, and we could sit for a long time and talk about them. And obviously, we've been on some good side of them, and then obviously, unfortunately, been on some other sides of them. But I think both programs would say it's a great rivalry matchup, and we say that in the most respect because both programs have a ton of respect for one another, and just what you bring to the table each and every time you play each other. We bring the best out of each other when we're on the schedule, and this is the second year of the 2-year cycle, and so we get another opportunity to play Aurora. It's at their place this year, and that's always a great venue, and we know that we're going to have to go in and play really well. We're going to have to play well against Aurora to give ourselves a chance to win the game, and going to have to execute. But yeah, I mean, when Aurora shows up on the schedule, that week is always a little more special. There's not much motivation that really needs to be conjured up. The game itself really is what drives it.
I completely forgot to ask Coach Peterson if they're C1 this year. Are they going to make it back to Class B in the near future?
Yeah, no, I don't think Aurora is ever going to go back to Class B. Their numbers warrant them to be in C1, and they're really kind of that upper echelon, closer to that 160 mark. But they're, almost actually in the 150s. I'm talking enrollment numbers for boys, so they're going to be in C1 for a long time. And but I don't think we would shy away from every year, 2 years, you have these cycles come up where the scheduling changes, districts, things like that. I don't think it's we would shy away from saying that we'd love to keep the game going. I just think regardless whether we are going to be in Class B in the future and they're in C1, it's just a great matchup, and it's competitive, and with the history that it brings, we just would love to continue to add to it.
Great atmosphere last week. Just a little bit of last week's game. At your place, your defense played well. Your offense scored points. Your special team stepped up and had a big game. That was a great opening night, wasn't it?
It was, Rich. I feel like the guys came out and played well. offense, defense, special teams, and overall the goal was to win the opener. We did that, and I felt like through the course of the game we had some really highs, and there was some moments in the game where we gave up a little bit more than we wanted to defensively, and so we had to get back in the film room this week on Monday and throughout the week to get those things fixed. The reality is now week one's over. And as you keep progressing through the season, everybody's going to keep having more and more film on you, just like we have film on other opponents that we're going to play. So what am I getting at is whatever hurts you in the game, you better be prepared for the next opponent or the next opponents that are coming up to try to use that against you. And so that's the motivation coming in this week, is to get those things rectified and fixed. And that comes through your drill work. That could be some scheme things. There's a variety of things that come into play. Those technique and fundamentals usually is what you just got to keep getting better at in practice, because we know Aurora, as well coached as they are, and they prepare as well as they. The things that Beatrice had success on against us is probably going to show up in this game. So we have to.
Last week, Aurora loses to Pierce in their game, and there's no way Coach Peterson, and he talked about his pregame, they don't want to go 0-2 to begin the season. They're hoping to bounce back. They didn't have an Aurora type of football season last year. Tough start. Did they have their chances? The big fourth quarter, they just fell a little bit short.
I would not be shocked. I know it's only 1 week in the books, but I would not be shocked to see Pierce at the end of this thing in C1. They're just an exceptional team. Aurora is an exceptional team. It was a great game. I mean, two really good teams going. And they just came up a little bit short, and that happened. And but. The reality is Aurora is going to be hungry to get who they are as a program. They expect to win, just like we expect to go out and play well and give ourselves a chance. And so that we're going to have to execute really well, but make no mistake, Aurora is much improved. A year ago, Aurora lost a lot of close games a year ago, so their record, shows that they weren't able to come out on top in a lot of those games, but they were really tight games. And last week was a tight game against Pierce in week 1. So we're just going to have to understand that it's a new game, it's a new week, it's a new season, and we kind of say it all the time: whatever wins you got a year ago isn't going to get you any this year. So we know that we're going to have it's going to be a tough challenge tonight against Aurora, and it's always going to be that's as we've alluded to a lot in the interview, that it just makes the game special. It just goes back a long time. There's a lot of history with it, and so that's why we're hoping that we can come out on the better end of it.
I know Todd and Coach Peterson are in our pregame just earlier that they have high hopes for their quarterback, kid from Sutton that transferred over. What do you think of this young man?
They're definitely, the thing about Aurora is they pertain to their personnel as well as anybody, and so year after year they do as good a job as anybody realizing who the guys they have and then working their scheme to fit those players. The Shireman kid was a big, strong kid that could throw the ball, so they threw it. They were pretty balanced, I should say, run to pass when he was at quarterback the last 3 years. This kid from Sutton's a good athlete, and they've ran him a bunch the first game, so way more quarterback run than you've seen the past couple years, but he can also throw the ball. There was a variety of times through the game where he threw some nice balls to the Cannon Allen kid, he's a good player. He's a good receiver. He's a UNK football commit, so he's the real deal. So he can throw the ball as well, but they're definitely going to look to utilize his legs, and make no mistake, the Stopel kid at tight end, they're going to look to run behind him a lot.
Yep, former McCook kid. We know Joe pretty well. He's been there. This is his last year. He's played against you a couple of years now. He kind of sounds like he does a little bit of everything for him, doesn't he?
He does. He's a big, strong kid. He plays tight end for him on offense and is a physical run blocker. He's an exceptional linebacker on defense. And so players like that, with him and the Cannon Allen kid and the quarterback, you just got to know where those guys are at. And you got to read your keys and you got a game plan for them. It's not really that sophisticated. You got to make sure you understand where they're at and try to find ways to neutralize them the best you can and not let them beat you. That's always kind of been our philosophy, is don't let the best players beat you. That's an easier said than done thing, and that's what's going to make this a great challenge for us.
Everybody healthy. I don't think anybody really. I told Simon Garcia, our pregame guest, don't you ever do what you did, because he scared, I'm sure, everybody when he was laying flat on his back and his leg, and I thought it was something serious, turned out just to be a cramp. Boy, that probably scared you, didn't it?
Yeah, you hate those leg injuries, knock on wood. You usually deal with that week one cramping. Yeah. Sometimes it's not usually from the lineman, but, he had some cramping issues through the game, but he was able to work through them. And, for the most part, I feel like we're pretty healthy and we're holding in there. And I think that's really obvious. It is a big deal as you keep going week in and week out and trying to make sure you find enough things that you need to work on in practice, but at the same time, you're trying to make sure you really are calculated with the things that you're trying to do to stay as fresh as you can for the games, because we want our guys to be playing fast. We want them to be playing at the level we know they can be. And so I feel like it's been a good week of practice. But like we tell the guys, a great week of practice isn't worth it if we don't go out and then utilize it. So we're going to have to execute really well, as I've been saying, and it's going to be a 4-quarter affair.
Very best of luck. We'll talk after the game.
Yeah, thanks, Rich.
Head coach Joe Petrosky talking Bison football. Lance and I back more of the pregame starting lineups coming up here shortly. Kicks 96.1.
Some people say that walking is the best exercise you can get. Well, we have a chance for you to walk with a dog. Come join Dr. Barters as he is walking around Wheat Ridge Terrace. Walk with a Dog happens every Thursday from 11 a.m. until noon. This week, it's up at Wheat Ridge Terrace on their new walking path. Walk with a Dog is brought to you by Decatur Health. Remember, Decatur Health is where compassion and healing come together.
MNB, there is a difference. MNB.
At M&B Bank, banking feels like home. Built on trust, powered by free checking and savings, secure mobile banking, and real support from real people, banking's never been easier. Open your account today. Fast, easy, and 100% local. Yes. M&B Bank, there is a difference. Member FDIC.
MNB, there is a difference. MNB.
Time now for McCook High School Bison Volleyball on Kicks 96.1. Coverage of Lady Bison Volleyball continues here on Kicks 90s. Bison Volleyball coverage continues here on Kicks 96.1 before McCook and our Bison Volleyball coverage.
Your home for Bison Athletics is Kicks 96.1.
And hello from Aurora, Nebraska. It's Bison Football. Kicks 96.1, iPlanesRadio.net, our KICX app, and our Kicks 96.1 YouTube channel. Rich Barnett, Lance Frazier, and Carl Riemann were in packed tight up here at the Aurora High School press box. Apologize. I thought I had my Bison bumps all ready to go. A volleyball game tonight, big guy.
Well, that'd have been scary. Football's scary enough. Volleyball's way too fast for this guy.
Bison. Aurora tonight. Aurora team would love to get this one tonight because lost last week against Pierce. They got Wahoo coming up. They kind of need this one. They would.
Brutal class, a lot of talent, and they have a pretty hard schedule coming up. So, yeah, they're going to be looking to win this one.
No question. Bison, boy, if they can win this, it sets up a huge, huge night of football coming up next week with Waverly coming to town.
Yeah, it does. But things first, this is a pretty good Aurora team. We got to get revved up and ready to go, and it's probably going to be a pretty good game.
Set the Bison offense first. They are led by their senior quarterback and number 9, the senior Trenton Riley, 6'2", 175. Boy, Tristan Campbell had a whale of a game last week, didn't he?
Just ran all over the place.
Tristan, number 25, a senior, 5'11", 165. Great to talk to him and Simon Garcia in our pregame. Lee Davidson's your junior fullback, number 34, 6'1", 195. The wideout. Coleman, 6'2", 175. Asher Wilson rotates in there as well, number 10, the junior, 5'11", 165. When they go two tight ends, Gabe Roberts, 6'1", 250. Eidos Klein, number 78, a senior, 6'2", 295. The two tackles. Also Isaac Sonnenberg, 6'6", 225. The Aurora offense, they're led by their Sutton High School transfer, going from the 8-man ranks to 11-man ranks, Lance White. Run the ball a lot, and he going from 8-man to 11-man didn't affect him.
To run the ball like he does, I don't think this 11-man is going to affect him much.
Ian Jensen is their senior tail. They're going to be looking for number 1, the 170 junior. He's already committed to UNK, a returning starter. This is the guy, the Bison secondary, he's got to be leery of.
Yeah, UNK commit, I understand, is have to keep the cover on him tonight.
Number 15, Ryan Stairs, 6'1", 160, another one. The tight end is Colin Stolpe. I had a chance to talk to Dad up here in the press box about 30 minutes. Tremendous athlete, can play a lot of positions. Number 19, 225, and a senior. Up front, the returning starters, the senior Jaden Smith, number 58, 270, and the senior is their center. The guards, number 50, Angelo Holke, 235, and a senior. Jake Mullincani, 52, 240, and a junior. Tucker Terriot, number 72, is one tackle, 220, and a junior. And Caden Crosby is another returning starter, a tackle, 240, and a senior. Cooper Hudson is their H-back, a sophomore, 195, wearing number 44. I think we have our anthem coming up.
Your Bison Sports Authority, 96.1.
Rich Barnett, and Lance Frazier, along once again doing a great job on our Kicks YouTube channel. Carl Riemann back here at Aurora. Beautiful night. I mean, you couldn't get any better than this, Lance.
Yeah, just minimal wind, nice, cool temperatures. Probably 60s. Yeah.
Wow.
Perfect.
How many times in early September have we had a 66-degree kickoff time? Not many times, that's for sure. Not many. Bison, they'll kick it off, and Bison won the toss, deferred second half, didn't they?
Yep.
That means we will see the Bison defense on the field first. We'll set that defensive lineup coming up for you, coming up here in just a minute. We'll see Garrett Capps. He had a busy leg last week with kickoffs, so not really kickoffs, but extra points. And he will be the one to kick off once again in this one. We'll get a chance to see Wyatt Pollitt, the junior quarterback, again, the transfer from Sutton High School. Talking to Coach Petrosky, boy, they ran him a lot last week. Quarterback keepers, we'll have to wait and see how that fares. Playing on the carpet, going from the grass to carpet.
Yeah.
Any thoughts on that?
I don't think the kids really care that much, except for maybe the rug burns. They don't like those so much, but But other than that, they're here to play football.
You betcha. We're waiting for the official to officially hand him the ball. By the way, we'll have a runs a player of the game at the end of the game. We'll vote on that. Of course, last week was kind of a no-brainer, wasn't it?
Yeah, Tristan had a phenomenal game, and we'll see who comes out on top tonight.
Exactly right. Could have given it the offensive line. They did a good job. We'll see. We'll see what happens tonight. As Caps will kick it off. Return man, once again, Ian Jensen. Ash Kleinschmidt are back deep at about his own 10. Wind. There's not much wind. I think you mentioned that. Not much wind at all. That flag is pretty limp over here to the west, to the right of us. As Caps will kick this thing off and going to be returned at about the 10-yard line. Has some room. Come to the near side of the field. 15, 20, and nice job bottled up at the 20. On coverage that time.
Tate Schaefer.
The middle linebacker.
Yep, kept his lane and a nice little form. He's a stout little guy. They're going to push him around too much.
The defensive front for McCook, Trey Taylor up front, Spencer Steinbeck, 6'4". Defensive end, Roberts, Schaefer, we mentioned, Lee Davis. Corbett are the linebackers for the Bison with Ty Junker and Miles Pullman, Ian Spearman, Tristan on that secondary. Shotgun set, motion man on the near side is Cannon Allen Jensen. They fake the give on the sweep. They'll go to Jensen, got so far side of the field, 20. Game, 35, 40-yard line. That's a solid gain of a good 16 yards to about the 40-yard line. Pretty good play call early.
Yeah, a little misdirection there and got on our perimeter. We just lost containment there. Got to make sure we keep that edge.
Back, good cutback lane, 40, 45, and the Bison defense. 6-yard line. Campbell in the area. Also on the stop was, Simon Garcia.
Containment there. The guy just cut back up in the inside, and the linebacker wasn't quite there.
Once again for the Aurora Huskies. Ball on the near side. Go straight I-pro set on this one. Motion man is Cannon Allen coming right at us. It's isolation. Jensen trying to bounce it outside. Nice shot, Bison.
But we bottled that one up pretty good.
Yard and a half to about the 45-yard line. And this will bring it in about, we'll call it 3rd and 3, we'll call it.
Yeah, I think the key with our defense is going to be like last week. I got to keep this.
So here's a 3rd down call. And boy, Aurora's taking some time. That play clock's down to about 10. Wants to tuck and runs. Got some room. First down midfield. And fumbled on the play. Ball came loose. Scrambled. Boy, the ball. Somebody knocked it loose. And there's your first turnover of the game.
I think that might have been Ian Spearman coming up on the second hit there. And pop.
So the big turnover once again for, we'll see, Trenton Riley, the senior quarterback out there with Tristan Campbell, Lee Davidson, wide out start on the right side with, they got an extra blocker up. No, got a left side blockers in front, got the edge, and Tristan about the 47-yard line, picked up 5 yards in the play, went short side of the field that time, Lance.
Yeah, looks
we're at 6. Bison offensive front was pretty good.
Action there that Aurora sniffed that out pretty quick and bottled it up.
Third down for the Bison once again. Offense right here on Husky Stadium. We don't have a clue who's what their name of the stadium, and no clue at all.
Sounds good.
Yep, we'll go 4 wide as Campbell in motion to the far. Set for Riley. Rolls the pocket. Good protection, Davidson. Downfield, going to be complete. And did they give it to him? They did not. Out of bounds.
Oh, I thought he had a toe.
Far side. Who was that? The receiver. The Asher Wilson on the far side? No, the Campbell.
Yeah, I think Tristan. Just not. Clear across the wheel, away from us, but good pass, good catch. But.
Yep. Dangerous guy back deep at his own 12-yard line. No score. Score updates brought to you by MMB Bank. Has good protection, high kick, Not a bad kick by Miles, but he kicked out of bounds. Let's see where they mark it. 25-yard line, 1st and 10 for Aurora, their second series of this first quarter.
Offense.
Say thanks to all of our great sponsors helping us out. Bison football again tonight brought to you by Pinnacle Bank. Wagner Ford drive to the game. Do we have a sweet-looking Sienna minivan or what?
That was a pretty nice ride on the way down.
Smooth.
Take a nap.
You took a nap. Well, you didn't really take it. On the way home, you will tonight. Maybe.
I got to keep Carl awake.
Thanks again to our friends, Chris and the guys over at the Wagner Ford. The game. Week 2, big one with Waverly coming up next week. Looking forward to that at Wyland Field, the Wagner Ford pregame at nice to shuffle some new players in and out, and here we go. As Wyatt back at quarterback, keep 2 guys in the backfield with us. 3 wide look against Bison, 3-man front. Run seam option, far side. Pollitt could not get anywhere. He was stopped initially in the backfield. Trey Tiller got in there first, but then made it kind of switch up and kind of spin a little bit and maybe lost a yard.
Actually, direct snap to him and tried a little trickery there, but yeah, we sniffed that out real quick.
Little wildcat look, I guess, so to speak. So no gain in the play. Actually, give him a 1. It's going to be second. No, they gave him a loss of 1. Sorry, looked at the wrong chain. 2nd and 11. Bison are white jerseys, black pants, and Aurora in those red jerseys, white pants in this one. Playing on the carpet here. No score first quarter. 3 wide look. Pollitt fakes the give, play action. Oh, he's got a receiver, 2 of them down the field. Cannon Allen has it, 35-30, 25-20, down to the 15, down to the 10, and dragged down at about the 3-yard line. Boy, push route went deep. He had actually 2 receivers that got behind our secondary. It's 1st and goal for, once again, Aurora.
Yeah, the play action brought those guys up. I really don't, they shouldn't be looking that far in the backfield. They got one job, and that's to stay back, and they got Connor Allen burned them on that one.
Had a 100-yard game last week in the loss against Pierce, and he got behind the secondary this time on play action. 1st and goal at about the 3-yard line. And they'll bring some extra guys in that backfield offensive front. Got 1 wide to the left side. Pollitt with a couple of wings right next to him. Let's see if they go and have him run it, get behind the pile. He's going to try to run it left. He ran right into 3 white shirts. He's going to go nowhere and maybe lose a yard in the play back at about the 5-yard line. Brought all the motion to the right, and he went left and nothing.
Yeah, again, that was that wildcat look, too, with Allen. They keep sneaking him in there. McCook sniffing it out.
I got to keep my eyes on jersey numbers. 5 and 1. It's 1 and 5. There we go. So with Coach Kyle Peterson, boy, they had some great years. You recall Bison football fans back in the history books to Randy Hubert days back in the early 2000s. And Coach Peterson took over. It's been there for quite a few years. Has won a state championship. As this time Pollitt is the quarterback. Allen still in the backfield. Todd pitch. Allen fumbling on the play. Has to go back to the 10-yard line. This could be a loss of a couple of more yards, Lance. All of a sudden, we're 1st and goal from the 3. They're 1st and goal from the 3. 3rd and goal from the 10 now.
Yeah, a little shovel pass out to the side there. I did it first. I didn't know if it was a forward pass or not, but they deemed it to be a sideward or a lateral and placed it at the 11. So, yeah, 3rd and goal from the 11.
Bison doing some extra, different personnel coming in for this 3rd down. Same goes with Aurora. Plenty of time, 17 on the play clock. Keep an eye on the rest of Class B scores once again throughout the night. It's a straight I-Pro set this time for Aurora on 3rd and goal from the 10-yard line. Pollitt, play action, looking to his right, looking to his left. They heave it to the end zone. It's got a receiver, and he got it. Touchdown, Allen in the corner of the end zone. It was a Hail Mary on the far side of the field. He got away that time. Who was on the that Ian Spearman, I do believe.
Yep, Ian was on the coverage, just a little bit behind him, a couple of steps, but you just got to be aware where that guy's at all times.
Yeah, darn it. So Aurora scores on their 2nd series. And now on for the extra point is Garrett Keener. Allen will hold it. 6-0 Aurora lead here in the opener. Is Aurora going to have to burn a timeout? Yeah, they will burn a timeout, apparently. So, once again, couldn't do it. We stopped him. Got a turnover at midfield, Lance. Couldn't do anything on the got a good lead on the run by Tristan Campbell. Had to punt the ball, and boy, the big bomb once again downfield at Cannon Allen was the difference. Bison almost forced a field goal. I was kind of hoping they forced a field goal right there.
Yeah, just kind of lulled them to sleep with the run game, I think, and then popped one big over the middle. But we just got to be aware of that. Aurora only scored on passing downs last week, I think. I don't think they scored any rushing touchdowns. So McCook's got to be well aware of that passing game.
So Huskies had to burn a timeout that time. Personnel, apparently problems there. Come back and, they're going to – but they still got to kick it? They're going to go for two.
Well, they do this little swinging gate.
Okay. Oh, okay, that's right. Yes, they do. Makes it look like they're gonna go for two. They try to run it inside. The Bison have read it well that time. They go inside and no good on the 2-point conversion. Let's see if that comes back to haunt them. 6-0 Aurora. We're back with the kickoff coming up next. Kicks 96.1.
Filled with trust, good company, and wide open dreams. That's the way banking should be. And that's Pinnacle Bank. Member FDIC.
There's a new buzz in McCook about a place that's pizza heaven, and everyone's raving about their unbeatable buffet bonanza. Picture this: unlimited pizza, pasta, salad, and dessert every day from 11:30 to 1:30, plus Monday and Wednesday nights from 5 to 7. Mouth-watering, right? And then you think, where do I sign up? Head to your McCook Pizza Hut on North Highway 83. Visit pizzahut.com for more information.
Back here at Husky Stadium, man, 6-0 lead. Bison got to respond.
Let's get a nice steady drive.
Turnovers. Bison couldn't quite. Once again for Aurora on the big pass play from Pollitt downfield to Cannon Allen. So the Bison get a good return. Campbell, one of the is back deep to see if they kick to him. They won't. It'll be Pullman at about the 15. Little reverse action. Campbell gets a good roll here. 30, 35, 40. Tristan, darn it. Thought he was going to escape that tackle. About the 43-yard line. Lance, still pretty good position right here.
Good field position. Good return. Man, one guy, and he was off to the races. Good setup there. Good little reverse.
Here we go, Bison. There's over, but nothing to show for it. Had to punt the ball away. And we'll see Trenton Riley and company see what they do. Our side, and Davidson or Campbell, I said Trenton Riley bobbled it, and he'll have to take it himself, and then he still picked up about 1-2 yards, but I don't think that was a design play, was it?
Busted play. Didn't get the snap right off the get-go.
Asher Wilson is the wide out here on the near side. Cooper Rakes, the tight end on the left. Roberts on the right side. Split back look for the first time in 2nd and long. They'll run the midline option. Could be Lee Davidson with a nice hole early to about the 49-yard. And here's another 3rd and 5 for the Bison offense.
Yeah, good look out of the veer with the belly dive onto the right. Maybe wear the front guys down a little bit.
Clock running. Last quarter, Aurora up 6-0. The 10-yard touchdown pass from Pollitt to Cannon Allen, but they missed the 2. So this time Davidson, the lone setback shotgun. Tristan Campbell right in front of a sideline. Pass going to be complete and hit 45-yard line, got a first down. Once again, a Bison then push backwards, but the initial progress to about the 44-yard line, the pass complete to
stop and go, or stop, pop, whatever you want to call it. But, good catch by Gabe.
They bring Asher Wilson and spot him to the far side of the field, ball on the near side hash. in the eye with 2 tight ends against an Aurora. They got five guys on that defensive front. 1st and 10, McCook. Counter. It's Campbell with some room. Good shifty move by Tristan across the 40 to about the 5-yard gain. A little delayed that time. Bring up 2nd and 5.
Yeah, good-looking little counter there with McCook's bread and butter, and it has been for the last couple of years. Let's hope we can keep that going here. See that much anymore. A lot of people call it the 3-4, 3-5, whatever they want to call it, but this
under center, Trent Riley this time with one wide out, 2 tight ends. So go split back look with Davidson and also with Campbell. It'll be 8 ahead, 45, pushing the pile. Going to be close to that first down yardage.
About a half yard short, maybe?
Yep, I think so. It's going to be 3rd and short right here, 3rd about a yard to go. So when you can get 45 yards a crack, you're just going to keep doing what you're doing.
Yeah, you don't mess around with anything else. Do what you're good at and down.
Clock running. We're at 3:53 left first quarter. Aurora with a 6-0 lead. Motion man to the far side for the Bison. And Riley, did he hand it? I think it was a quick handoff that time. Lee Davidson that time on the way by. Went ahead for the 26-yard line, got the first down.
Yeah, I was trying to supposed to be a read by Trenton, or if it was supposed to just be a quick pop to Lee, but yeah, for a while, but made it work.
Lee got off the ball fast. Maybe Trenton had to catch him, or he was going to blow right past him.
Well, as a quarterback, that far if your back's coming through there that quick.
Bison on the move, trailing 6-0, down to the Aurora 26-yard line in the straight eye. It's going to be Campbell. Goes left, goes right. Couple of shifty moves inside the 20 to about the 18-yard line. Now I'll give Tristan 8 yards on first down, and they're moving the chains. This is an offense running really well right now.
Yeah, they got everything working really well. They got their momentum going. Now we got those front guys pushing a little bit here, and like I said, this is the bread and butter. This is what they need to do.
Keep running it.
They could pop one here.
Exactly right. You set them up well. Split back out here on the near side. Ball on the far side hash, and 2nd and short. They'll run the midline once again, and Riley this time keeps it. I think he picked up a yard before being pushed out of bounds, but it's going to be 3rd and short again.
Yeah, I went to the short side of the field with that little sprint option, and just couldn't quite cut the corner. Had 3 guys out of bounds.
So 3rd and 1. Probably 2 downs to make 1 yard right here. I would think the Bison would probably go for it on 4th down.
I would believe so.
See what McCook does as a trailing 6-0. We're winding down to the final 2 minutes of quarter number 1. It's been a quick one here. Yeah, it's knock on wood. Exactly right. 2 tight ends, ball on the far side hash. Davidson and Campbell behind Riley. Motion man side hits a wall, but boy, still going with his strong legs to the 10 and maybe even the 9. Down, he hit, and it was Keener. I think it went Garrett Keener again, but just kind of bounced off him and kept the legs turning for a couple of more yards.
Yeah, he's given up probably 50 pounds to a guy. And job by the offensive line though too to get that initial hole.
This is literally a 1st and goal situation. The ball spot game and eventually take the lead. Aurora with that 5-6 line gain to give him 4. Went with the extra back that time. That was Tate Schaefer back there, I do believe.
Play down here in the red zone. You don't want to screw around with anything fancy. Just straight ahead power football.
Not a bad follow.
Crowd.
Yeah, yep. Got a lot of red, black, and white in the far side. Of course, both teams are red, white, and black. Power set once again with Davidson, Schaefer, also Campbell, 2 tight ends. Side hash on 2nd and goal. Run the option again. It's going to be Lee Davidson getting it, and about the 5, maybe picked up a couple of yards, maybe 1 5-yard line. Brings up 3rd and goal.
Yeah,
what's your play call right here? Put it up a little play action this time.
Yeah.
3rd and 5. If we had a wide receiver from the 5-yard line, isolation Campbell right behind the right guard, pushed to the pile. Still, he wasn't down. Should be a touchdown. You bet. Touchdown once again, Tristan Campbell. He wasn't down, and he kind of was on top of the pile and then rolled over the pile.
Man, he just kept those legs churning and churning and churning, and he's just got the power to go through there. Great run by Tristan Campbell.
Bison on the board. Nice drive, Lance, wasn't that?
That's something they really needed to get settled in here, I think, and slow that momentum of Aurora down a little bit.
We'll see Garrett Capps on for the extra point to try to give the Bison their first lead of the ball game. Winding down this first quarter here at Aurora High School. Snap's good. Kind of low, put down pretty nicely. Garrett puts it through, splits the upright. 7-6 on the horizon, make touchdown. Once again by Tristan Campbell. Back with the Bison kickoff next on Kicks 96.1. Back here at Aurora High School, my apologies, Mom, Gunner Caps. There's been so many Caps kids in this over the last couple of years. I get them all mixed up. Gunner with you. Simple mistake.
Yeah.
Bison with a nice drive, Lance. 7-6, boy, just what the doctor ordered right there.
Yeah, we needed that. Like I said, break that momentum a bit. Aurora had that big play, and come back and sustain a drive like that is just what the doctor ordered.
Needed that one. And Caps back to kick this thing off. Back deep at about their own 10-yard line. Caps, far side of the field. Run up, let it bounce. Better get on top of it. Takes a bounce to 15, 20. And fumbled on the play, but recovered. And a late flag coming in as well. That was Ian Jensen on the return that time for Aurora that time. And let it bounce, and see what the late flag's all about.
Ian Jensen, flag on the field.
That's our first flag of the game, isn't it?
Yep. I do believe so,
I don't think we've had one at all.
Block in the back.
So that'll push Aurora.
Yeah, got a lucky back right back to him.
Wow.
That could have been a big turner in this game.
Use another turnover in the short field. Bison football brought to you by Community Hospital, Volts Plumbing and Heating, Devaney Motors, Paradise Spas, Tobias Dental, Veteran Heating and Air, and Decatur Health. After the penalty, we'll mark it back to the 12-yard line, 1st and 10 for McCook. Got 179 people on board the Kicks 96.1 YouTube channel tonight. Appreciate that. Hit subscribe on that YouTube channel if you haven't done so already. Aurora comes out, twins the far side, got the motion man on the near side. Will stop, no give off. Jensen, no, maybe Pollitt will keep it off the give. And Pollitt across the 15 to about the 16, 17-yard line. Picked up about 5 yards on the quarterback keeper. And brings up 2nd and 5.
Yeah, it's pretty much what, he ran a lot of that last week, too, against. Inside, we'll be okay on that.
Aurora never really huddles up. They just kind of set themselves and look toward the sidelines for coaches' signals. Kleinschmidt, the wide out to the far side. That's Cannon and Allen in the slot here near side. Right next to him is Ryan Stair.
I tell you what, that front line for Aurora's offense, they're big dudes.
And that's going to be into the quarter, actually. You look at the play. It's McCook 7, Aurora 6. Second quarter is coming up on Kicks 96.1.
Services can be found close to home. Community Hospital Behavior management right here in McCook. Conditions treated include depression, PTSD, and more. Call 308-344-8280 Community Hospital. Advanced care, always there.
Refreshing news! Vols Plumbing and Heating, your Carrier dealer in McCook, can keep you this summer. They can! Carrier's Infinity Series Central Air Conditioner with green speed intelligence offers refined cooling, steady comfort, energy efficiency, and exceeding cool performance. And each passes a legendary Carrier 100% run testing for quality. Plumbing and Heating, 1005 East C Street in McCook, keeping you chilled this summer.
Your home for Bison Athletics.
Rick Barnett, Lance Frazier, and, of course, Carl Raymond doing our YouTube channel. Good quarter. Both teams score. Bison, nice drive. Let's see if they get the offense as they're kind of bellying. Then Pollock's going to pull that ball, and still fighting for. Boy, Bison are trying to strip it with Trey Taylor and those guys. They end up with the ball, but the play had been stopped. It's going to be a gain of about 4.
Officials must have said forward progress had been stopped, but man, that thing, they're going to give him a first.
They are going to give him the first down. So it's that quarterback's just riding that Jensen, that tailback as much as he can, just reading that.
He's got to get that ball put away right away. By doing that, you're exposing yourself pretty good.
1st and 10. Aurora back in the eye set, and we got a flag of delay a game. Didn't see the clock, and play clock can run down. That'll cost him 5 yards and bring up 1st and 15.
Quick clock, but like it maybe didn't get reset after the first down chains were set.
Mark it back. Well,
yeah,
they
they're going to reset the play clock.
Ah, darn it. So it won't be a penalty.
I thought that seemed like a pretty quick 25 seconds, but.
Now they'll wind the clock. We're just early on here. Second quarter. Bison up by 1-7-6. A score update brought to you by MMB Bank. Pollard under center in the eye. Receivers both sides. Side on the toss pitch. Jensen trying to get the edge. Bison got to fill that gap. Spearman had an edge. Grab him. Goes out of bounds at about the 26-yard line. Picked up. We're going to give him 4 in the play. Ian was over there, but just couldn't quite get there in the point of attack and gave up a few yards.
Yeah, just missed out on his angle just a little bit. But as a speed, for that, Ian's first year playing a lot. That ball, the game's going to slow down for him. He'll get that angle figured out.
2nd and 6. We'll call it ball on the far side hash about the 34-yard line. One good thing about playing on this surface, the yard lines and everything are out there.
Yeah, you can definitely good contrast out there.
Exactly right. Shotgun set now for Aurora. And Allen's back there in the gun once again. And straight give to Jensen. And, boy, he just got, tossed down like a rag doll.
Yeah, Spencer Steinbeck just come in and WWE'd that guy.
Just took him and threw him down. No gain of the play. Actually lost a yard or two. It's 3rd and 8. Yep. I thought it was 3rd and 6, but 3rd and 8 now.
Yeah, great play by Spencer Steinbeck on that. Just kind of whooped his guy there at center. And, yeah, like I said, he just barrel rolled that guy.
See what Aurora does on this big 3rd down call. 7-6 Bison, second quarter. Play clock's down to 9. And they have Pollitt back at quarterback. Allen in the slot near side Jensen. And Pollitt will throw in the pocket. Look out in the flag. Going to be the receiver guy. And they're going to call the interference call against Tate Schaefer. Coming across the field. Just chucked him a little. It wasn't much. But I think that's what they're going to call.
But they should look at the pick that's run at the center of the field to begin with. 2 receivers. They're just doing a crossing pick out there. But, I think they're just going to get Tate for a little grab.
This was turning around and kind of brushed him a little bit and knocked him off his route a little bit. And that'll cost him yardage. And McCook will give up a first down right here.
Wow. I don't think it was not even catchable. Something that happened, too bad, but I don't think Tate even meant to do it. I think it just was
he just kind of turned around. Yeah, I think he just turned around to see where the play, where it's going, and voila, the receiver was right there. So, fresh set of downs for the Huskies at their own 39-yard line. 3-man front to go 4 wide. They got trips left. Allen, slot. Receiver to the far side, Jensen to the left. Pollitt, motion man on the near side. Kleinschmidt trying to get the edge. A little jet sweep. Got a little room, but Bison closed nicely at that time. I thought he didn't really run. I'd say he didn't run hard, but I thought he'd get a few more yards, but it was closed in a hurry.
Yeah, he got the edge, but Tristan read it. Tristan Campbell read that good, had a good angle, and come up there and, didn't hesitate. Yeah, that looked like that could have went for a lot further.
So 2nd and 6, a gain of 4. As Aurora with the football. Turnover. We'll roll the pocket out. We'll throw far side. Wide receiver, wide open the far side. First down, 45-yard line. Ball came loose. No, they give it to McCook. Wow, on the far side, it was caught by Garrett Keener that time. Second turnover. And I just looked at the official. I swear he pointed down, thought it was going to be down, but no, they're going to give it to McCook.
Yeah, I think what happened when he got hit right in the chin, and I think it was enough to just kind of daze him or phase him a little bit and just drop the ball. But he took a pretty good shot.
Second turnover against Aurora in this first half. Bison get the ball at the 45-yard line. Get that offense going again. Ball on the far side hash, double tight end set, one wide out, that junker right. And going to be Tristan, left side with some room, midfield. Got a first down. And nice job, Tristan, kind of keeping those legs chopping on that of the offensive line, 45-yard line, first down.
He's just so patient. He lets it for him, gives him a hole, and just when he sees it, then he explodes through it. But just a really good run.
Bison moving the chains in Aurora territory again. Up 1, 7-6. Asher Wilson, the receiver here near side. Double tight end set. They'll split back. Right close together behind Trenton Riley. I think they're changing the play now. They got plenty of time. Trenton under center, long count. And it's going to be, Riley's going to keep it his own call. 39-yard line. Gain of 6 in the play. So apparently he audibled the right call that time.
Yeah, it looked like they either changed the play to just quarterback keeper off that read or he changed which way they were going to go. But no, good little 5-6 yard gain by Trent. He scares me a little bit when he gets on the edge. He's kind of, just gets hit pretty good. Needs to be able to cover up a little better.
So 2nd and short, 2nd and 4 right here for McCook. Ball on the far side hash, once again 5-man front, and now Riley shotgun set with Davidson. Now Campbell will exit and in motion right in front of us here. Riley rolls the pocket out. Still go back, throwback screen, and a pick! Oh, a pick, and it's going to be a pick 6. Cash Kleinschmidt. Boy, throwback screen that time, and Kleinschmidt read it well. It might have been a pretty soft toss. Am I right on that, maybe?
Yeah, those blind little screen passes like that, boy, you really got to hope that you sold it good the other direction because, yeah, if you don't, that's what happens.
Yep. So pick 6 from Cash Kleinschmidt. Puts Aurora back on top. They will have the swinging gate again, which they failed on the 2-point conversion last time. Let's see what they do this time. Motion man. And they're going to run jet sweep and try to throw in the end zone. Pass going to go up. Did they get it? Yes, they got the 2-point conversion. Aurora up by a touchdown, 14-7. Kickoff is coming up here shortly on Kicks 96.1.
Department of Davini Motors with a man who brought his car in. What seems to be the problem?
It's making a funny noise, like... So I brought it in.
Smart move. Davini's highly trained staff of auto experts can properly diagnose your vehicle and get it back to tip-top shape in no time. They carry quality OEM parts, too.
Can they fix...
I'm sure they can. It's not a deal unless it's a Davini deal. Davini Motors, 401 East B Street, McCook. Davini Chrysler Jeep Dodge.com.
Paradise Spas in McCook is a proud sponsor of McCook Bison Sports. They invite you to stop in and see all the new hot tubs and make your yard into a vacation destination. Financing is available. Paradise Spas also has a large selection of chemicals and accessories. Stop on by and see them today at Paradise Spas, 210 West 3rd Street, McCook, Nebraska. A proud sponsor of McCook Bison Athletics. Back here at Aurora, Nebraska, Rich Barnett, Lance Frazier. Once again, and of course... Hate to see that on a pick six. Just a throwback screen that time. Maybe a soft pass by Trenton. Didn't put a lot of mustard on it, and Cash Kleinschmidt stepped right in front of it.
Yeah, I think you want to keep them on their toes, as an offense. But we had the run game working pretty good. I think we need to throw a little later. We can, but that's just a really hard, dangerous play to come up with unless you're for sure you got that defense sucked over on the other side.
Second turnover, or the first turnover against the Bison, third overall. Kick underway by Garrett Keener. And it'll be Campbell just inside the 5-yard line. Faked the handoff, far side 10, 15. Had a 95-yarder last week. Tristan 40, 45-yard line. Huge gain, good return, Bison, and good business at the 45.
Boy, they look like they're going to take that thing to the house every time. Really good job blocking by everybody up front.
14-7 ball game. See how the Bison get back to work and get that offense going again. I was wondering what the play, because I saw Campbell out here in motion, really didn't do a lot down here in the flat. I thought they might be concentrating and they go deep.
Yeah,
I was thinking they go deep.
They did have a guy deep open over there too, but I think the play was designed to go to that screen.
Ball on the far side hash, double tight end set. It's going to be Campbell on a pulls it, knocks the player over at about the 49-yard line, put the shoulder down, knocked him on his keister that time. It's going to be 2nd and 6.
Yeah, just good, solid run by Tristan there on the perimeter. That guy. Time.
Got to give him 4. Just shy of midfield, about the 49-yard line. Clock running, second quarter, 7:55. And Aurora 14-7 leader. Score updates brought to you by MMB Bank. Senior center Trey Tiller brings out a Bison offensive front. They've done a great job of the run game tonight. Asher Wilson, the wide out to the near side shotgun, actually under center now. Split back look on 2nd and 6. It's going to be Campbell. Quick hitter inside. Tristan straight ahead. He's near a first down yardage. It's either 1st and 10. They're still trying to push that pile. With an official coming up from this our sideline, looks like he's got the first down. It's either 3rd and inches. They're going to give him the first down.
Yeah, first down. Good. Like you said, a quick hitter up the gut there, and I think they might have found something with that play, so might see a little bit more of that because that quick hitter with Lee earlier made 6, 7, 8 yards right off the get-go too.
Ty Junker brings in the play from Coach Joe Petrosky on the far side. Davidson and Campbell behind Riley under center, 2 tight ends set. Junker one lone wide out here right in front of us. Now in motion to the far side. 5-man front once again, and play action. Riley's going to throw. He's got the tight end open. He's going to go deep route with the receiver far side. Incomplete pass. They're going to flag in the play. This will be a pass interference call against Cash Kleinschmidt, who had the pick 6, but he's going to be called for the interference call. I thought they were going Gabe Roberts, kind of a seam route that time, Lance, but went to the outside downfield to Junker that time instead.
I think he could have thrown it either direction there, but that defensive back just got a little impatient and got on the back of, was it Junker or Miles? I can never tell.
I thought it was Ty that time.
Could be, yeah. But, defensive back just run up all over his back there, and interference was called. Good play call there.
So after the penalty, puts it down to the 30-yard line. Aurora 30-yard line, Bison fresh set of downs. Ball on the far side hash, and they'll come back and go Trenton Riley. Go under center. Shotgun, goes under center. In the eye on 1st and 10 of the Aurora 30, down by a touchdown, 14-7. Quick hitter inside, fullback trap. It's going to be Lee Davidson. Haven't seen that trap play a lot in that version. That somebody got 5 yards.
Nope, yep, good play. Lee's just a really tough runner up in the middle there. So just another piece of the puzzle.
2nd and 5. We're going to give him 4, I guess. 2nd and 6. 6:45 left before the half. Been a quick first half. Not a lot of flags. We had 3 combined turnovers in this one. 2 tight ends set once again back in the eye. Riley on 2nd and 6. It's going to be Campbell, isolation, picking his way through, slung ahead. Maybe they're going to mark him about 3. To about the 23-yard line. He needs to get to the 20-yard line for the first down. They'll call this will be 3rd and 3 right here.
Yeah, Aurora stiffened up pretty good on that one in front of theirs. Didn't get much movement from our guys on that. But, 3 yards is nothing to complain about. But it's not the 6 or 7 that we're liking.
Miles Pullman split out wide to the right side. Cooper rakes the tight end on the left. Gabe Roberts on the right side. Split back look on 3rd and 3. for McCook on the move again, trying to get on the board again. And on the run, this time Campbell straight ahead. And he's got that first down. They're going to mark it about the 16-yard line. Split back look, just straight ahead, left side, move the chains again.
Yep, quick hitter, just probably maybe just outside the guard, between guard and tackle, run. And, yeah, as long as it's quick like that, they're doing really well. 6, 7, 8 yards there again.
So Bison off the pick six that come back and had a pretty good drive going right here. They got a 1st and 10 inside the 20. Mark it about the 18-yard line. No change. They'll go split back look once again. 2 tight ends. Going to be Campbell again. Straight ahead. Tristan to about the 13-yard line. That's still a gain of a good 4 yards in the play.
Yeah, nothing fancy there. I mean, it's mano there. And just our offensive line did a good job on that left side that time, with Trey and then Cole Walter doing a really good job out there.
So we've seen plenty of split back look. A little bit of the eye now and then. Let's see if McCook dials up once again. That's 2nd and 6, we'll call it. Goes shotgun set, and we have timeout, I think, Aurora from the – yep, they called the timeout. That's their 2nd. We're back to Aurora, Nebraska here shortly on Kicks 96.1. Richard Lance back here. Once again at Aurora, Nebraska. The scores in Class B. Haven't done any scores yet for a while. Omaha Skutt leads Lincoln Standing Bear 7-0 in the 2nd. Boy, Skutt coming off the beating they took of Norris last week. Bennington over Gretna East 19-7. Crete over Beatrice 12-0. We'll see Crete at their place in 2 weeks. Northwest over Hastings 19-zip. Pius over Blair 14-0. Norris over Gretna 28-7. Elkhorn North over York 21-0. That's down the road. Scotts Bluff against at Lincoln Northwest. The Bearcats lead 21-7. Waverly over Seward 14-7. We'll see the Vikings of Waverly next week. Platteview over Lex 14-0. And no score yet. Omaha, Gross, Ralston, and Gering and Mitchell. There's some of the Class B scores. Future Bison opponents. After the 2nd timeout taken, once again for Aurora, Bison have it 2nd and 6 on their own 13-yard line. Power set. Tate Schaefer, the extra back in there. 2 tight ends. Campbell, left side to about the 10, maybe the 9-yard line. They brought an extra blocking back in that time again. Lance picked up a couple of yards. 3rd and short right here.
Yeah, they just tried to show some power there and just didn't quite get that knockout block probably on that defensive tackle to get that hole enough for Tristan to get in. Short 3rd and 2, 3rd and 3 here.
Coming up at halftime, we'll talk some more Bison athletics from the past, some of the fall sports of the past week. Look at it this week as well. Coming up at half. 3rd and 2, we'll call it. Power set again. 2 tight ends, ball on the far side hash. It's going to be Tate Schaefer. No, it's going to be Campbell's 2nd man through. Was it Tristan?
Trenton.
Oh, Trenton took it. I'm sorry. I thought Schaefer had it that time. Fooled me to death, and Trenton took it himself. He's got the 1st down, 1st and goal.
Really good fake by those guys. For Trenton, they just didn't need much of a gap, just enough to get squeaked through there. 1st down and goal.
We'll get some Bison tennis results, too. Coach Weimer has just sent me some stuff. We'll get that. 1st and goal for the Bison at about the 5-yard line. He'll be Campbell. Goes right, dips in left a little bit. He's inside the 5, making about the 3-yard line, a gain of 2. And just a little bit of a time. Doesn't matter, huh? Just keep that clock moving, just a little bit of a time.
Yep. Plenty of time here. Let's wind her all the way down and get to halftime with a tie maybe here.
On the 103.9, the Hawk, pretty good one from Benkelman. Mark Searcy's over there for Dundee County, Stratton, and Bridgeport. Both teams picked up wins on the first opening night. DCS after the first quarter, 14-8 in that one. It's 2nd and goal from the 3. Power set again for the Bison. 2 tight ends. It's going to be Campbell again. Goes outside, and Tristan's going to walk in instead of dipping it inside. Goes outside, and a 3-yard touchdown run by Tristan Campbell, and Bison are a point away from tying this ball game up.
Yeah, good job by the O-line, and even I think it was Cooper Rakes out on the left tight end spot there, sealing that edge, and then and then Tristan just bouncing it out and walking into the end zone.
All right, big extra points for the Bison. Gunner Caps is out there to kick it again. Try to tie this game up 14-13 right now. Last snap was a little low, but it was placed down pretty nicely. Snap's good, holds good, kick's going to be on the way, and it is money in the bank. 14-14, a Horizon Bank touchdown. Tristan Campbell back with the Bison kickoff. Next on Kicks 96.1.
Getting a little hot under the collar? Well, under your roof, Veteran Heating and Air and American Standard want to keep you cool as a cucumber this summer. Call Veteran HVAC 737-5292 and ask about the great deals on new American Standard AC units. Or maybe your current system needs a little work? Call Veteran HVAC and ask about service calls and service plans. Veteran Heating and Air and American Standard, helping you keep your cool. Call today 737-5292 or visit veteranhvac.com.
You know, some people say that walking is the best exercise you can get. Well, we have a chance for you to walk with a dog. Come join Dr. Barter as he is walking around Wheat Ridge Terrace. Walk with a Dog happens every Thursday from 11 a.m. until noon. This week, it's up at Wheat Ridge Terrace on their new walking path. Walk with a Dog is brought to you by Decatur Health. Remember, Decatur Health is where compassion and healing come together.
Back here in Aurora, Rich, Lance, Carl. Nice pass interference call on the bomb down there to Ty Junker. Set things up.
Good job coming back from that interception that we give them earlier. But kudos to that line right now. They're doing their job too, and Tristan's reading the holes and hitting it hard.
Gunner Caps will kick this thing off. Ian Jensen and Cash Kleinschmidt back deep. As Aurora will have 3:19 and one timeout left, and the Bison will get the ball to begin the second half. So Bison defense needs to come up big right now. As Caps kick this, it's going to be returnable. Jensen lets it bounce, takes it about the 6, bobbles it again. 10, 15, bobbled it up right at the 20, 21-yard line. That's about it. That's the second time I think he's kind of caught it off a hop and kind of bobbled it. So Bison defense get after it and go in the halftime locker room, tied at 14. Maybe you get a quick 3-and-out and get a chance.
Yeah, if we can get a quick 3-and-out here, these guys can throw the ball, so we got to be on our toes in the secondary. Be nice to get some pressure on this quarterback too and see what he can do under some pressure. Haven't had an Oliver Corbett sighting for a while. I think it's about time.
Nice quarterback sack by Oliver would be nice about now. As Aurora will have 3 wide twins to the far side. It could be Jensen, and we'll try to go outside. Bison bottled up, cuts back in, and picked up about 2 yards. Outside was contained that time. Went back to the middle of the field, picked up 2. Gain of 2, 2nd and 8.
Yeah, good job by Ian Spearman there to kind of make sure that he didn't get too far astray outside and kept that lane inside. That play kind of surprised me. You know, maybe that's a telling sign. Maybe they're just going to kind of sit on it for the half.
Bison have all 3 timeouts. We're at 2:43 left. We'll see what happens here. Pollitt, as rolls out, looking pass, is going to throw it away. So that's nice. That stops the clock. But McCook doesn't have a burn a timeout. It's 2nd and 8 or 3rd and 8 right here.
Yeah, playing right in your hands. And that's why I wondered if maybe Coach Peterson was trying to play it close to the vest there and just kind of get out of the half, tied up. And
darkness sets in. The lights, these lights really kicking in all that good. Seems dark.
Yeah, it does seem. McCook has, 3 timeouts left?
Yeah, they have all 3. Exactly right. So big 3rd down. Do you run it to make McCook use a timeout, or you pass it to try to get the first down?
I would think they would do something to keep the clock running.
Trips far side, 1 receiver to the near side. Jensen to the right of Pollitt, and they're going to throw it. Pollitt pass downfield's got to be complete and has a first down. Oh, dang it. We had about the 33-yard line. Campbell knocked him out of bounds. As Garrett Keener, the reception on the far side. Bison kind of played off a little bit, didn't they?
Yeah, we're playing pretty a lot of prevent defense here, I think, and not super aggressive. We don't not want to get burned over the top here. So
clock did stop as he went out of bounds. 2:32 left. 1st and 10 for Aurora. 14-14 ball game here in the final 2.5 minutes. Motion man is Cannon Allen. They'll go jet sweep at the Allen. Trying to get him out in space that time. Cuts it back in and gained a couple of yards. I'm going to mark it about the 39-yard line. That's a gain of about 5 yards for Allen and make it 2nd and 5.
Good tough run by that kid. He's not real big, but I don't know how much of that he can take.
He is just a junior, but he is already a UNK commit.
Yeah, pretty talented kid the way it sounds.
Aurora will go trips right. Ball on the near side hash on 2nd and 5. Pollitt will run it himself left side with blockers in front. Has a block, 45. Just picks his way. Bison trying to strip it. They're going to get him at midfield, but they got the first down. Gabe Roberts there for the tackle. Tate Schaefer as well.
150.
And they'll move the chain set right at midfield. We're under the 2-minute mark. Clock running. Again, Aurora has 1 timeout left. But not really showing any sense of urgency right now.
Nah, it's still kind of in no man's land here, and just with 1 timeout, they really have to get something downfield quite a ways.
Bison showing blitz. Cannon Allen, motion man to the far side, fake to jet sweep, go inside to Jensen.
Nice.
There was a hole there, but boy, nice tackle that time. Grabbing was that Trey Tiller. Yep, the defensive end grabbed him by the ankles that time. There was a nice hole there, but it was closed. No gain, 2nd and 10.
Yeah, Trey filled that up really quick. Yeah, like I say, that was a good 5-yard hole there for a minute.
4 wide look, trips right. Once again, Pollitt, shotgun set with Jensen to the right. Bison rushing 3, dropping 8. As Pollitt, 3-step drop, looking to throw with the protection. And the pocket collapsed. Trey Tiller couldn't quite grab him. Wants to run, cross field. He's out of bounds. Yeah, clearly out of bounds. Pollitt running for his life on the far side, looking for Allen near the 40-yard line, the Bison sideline, and he was out of bounds when he caught it. Brings up 3rd down.
Was that Simon Garcia that got in there? And I thought he was going to sack him for a minute, and then he was outside.
Yep.
So.
Yep. Good pursuit that time for the Bison. We're down to a minute, actually under a minute, 58 seconds left. Here's 3rd down and 10 for Aurora here. Bison again have all 3 timeouts. Aurora's got 1 timeout left. Twin receivers left. Allen's the wing to the right side. Jensen, shotgun set alongside. Actually, Allen in motion, fake the jet sweep. Got a blind side, got a throwback screen, and bobbled and dropped by Ian Jensen. Throwback screen that time as they had all the motion the far side. Came back this week. Would have probably had good yardage, but he couldn't hold on.
Yeah, I think he would have. He probably would have been maybe 45. I think we had it covered. But, his eyes popped up and seen somebody coming at him and just couldn't quite hold on.
So it's 4th and 10 at midfield. And Aurora, you would think, boy, you don't want to give up the ball at midfield. And with, I know it's 51 seconds, and Bison have 3 timeouts. And
I wonder if it'll be a quick punt here by the quarterback.
Quick pooch kick.
Yep.
As Pollitt is a few more yards back as he will kick it. This is going to go in. Oh, it's going to just die and going to be tapped and down to about the 2-3 yard line. So 4-yard line, they'll mark it 1st and 10 McCook. Probably won't see anything right here.
Quarterback sneak maybe.
Yeah. See what happens. Bison football brought to you by MMB Bank, Southwest Nebraska Physical Therapy, Runza, Nebraska Land Tire, Carpenter Berlin Funeral Home and Monuments, Pinnacle Bank, Pizza Hut. A big thank you our Bison drive to the game, our friends over the Wagner Ford, Wagner Chevy stores. I tell you, that new place they're building down the road from us is really coming along. They're moving a lot of dirt.
Yeah, there's a lot of action going on there. It'd be very interesting to see what that looks like when it's all done.
Exactly right. Chris and those guys, all the dealerships are going to be out there. North Highway 83, our neighbors right down the street. Bison have the football, their own 4, winding down the final 51 seconds left in the eye. Riley, Dave Campbell, it's going to be Tristan. Just in isolation, they're really crowding the line of scrimmage about the 6-yard line, game of 2. McCook really, they don't even have it to run into the play.
They do not.
And I doubt they will. You don't want to risk even a turnover right here. So we're going to go to the halftime locker room, Lance, even up 14-14.
Yeah, I think this is exactly what we expected.
Yep, with the tough loss against Pierce last week, boy, Aurora had a great 4th quarter, just fell short. They scored a couple of touchdowns in the 4th quarter to get back into it, lost against Pierce, and they don't want to lose this one because they got a good Wahoo team coming up again next week. As the final seconds Off the clock. Halftime is here. 14-14. Lance and I will talk about it. We'll talk some other Bison sports news as well. Coming up on Kicks 96.1.
At M&B Bank, banking feels like home. Built on trust, powered by community, and designed for you. With hassle-free checking and savings, secure mobile banking, and real support from real people, banking has never been easier. Open your account today. Fast, easy, and 100% local, just like us. M&B Bank, there is a difference. Member FDIC.
M&B, there is a difference. M&B.
At Community Hospital Physical Therapy, we believe that movement is freedom. With knowledge and expertise, our therapists are dedicated to your health and making movement a reality. Across multiple specialties, our team is constantly striving to improve quality of life and getting you back to living. Your movement, our mission. Come visit us today in McCook at Community Hospital Rehabilitation Center or in Curtis at Frontier County Physical Therapy.
Nebraska Land Tire and McCook can take care of your tires. Well, obviously. But did you know they do more?
Like what?
Factory maintenance, brakes, alignment, batteries, shocks, AC, cooling systems, belts, hoses, time belts, transmission service,
Starters, power steering, alternators, oil service, bearings, mufflers, suspension, tires, struts, custom wheels, tune-ups, filters, fuel injection.
and support after the sale.
Wow, they really do have everything.
Yep, if it has rubber and rolls, Nebraska Land Tire can take care of it. Open Monday through Saturday, West B Street, McCook.
14-14, Rich Barnett, Lance Frazier, and of course doing our excellent job on their Kicks 96.1 YouTube channels, Carl Riemann. 14-14, it's pretty much 0-0 going to the halftime locker room.
Yeah, pretty evenly matched first half. I'd say, if McCook doesn't throw that interception, though, but all in all, it's Aurora McCook, and that's what's going to happen.
Let's go over the scoring for McCook in that first half. It was Aurora scoring first on a Wyatt Pullett 10-yard touchdown pass to Cannon Allen. Bison did a good job. There was a first and goal from the 3, then second and goal from the 6, then third and goal from the 10. I thought we might force them a field goal, but third down, they throw the fade to Cannon Allen in the back of the end zone.
Yeah, they can get away with that. With him, with his speed, they can just toss it up there and let him go get it.
And then it was McCook responding on a Tristan Campbell 5-yard touchdown run. Gunner Caps for the extra point, made it 7-6. That was the end of the first quarter, 7-6. Aurora on a Cash Kleinschmidt 50-yard interception return of a pick six for a touchdown on a throwback screen. That was the next score. 2-point conversion was good for the Huskies, making 14-7. And the Bison responded with a 3-yard Tristan Campbell touchdown run. Caps extra point made it 14-14, and that's where we are here at the half. We'll take a break. We'll check the rest of the Class B scoreboard, some of the area teams, talk some more of the other Bison sports news. That's coming up here shortly. You're listening to Bison Football on Kicks 96.1. HighPlainsRadio.net, our KICX app, and the Kicks 96.1 YouTube channel.
For generations, families across southwest Nebraska have trusted Carpenter Breland Funeral Home. With a commitment to dignity and care, we offer complete funeral services, custom monuments, and the comfort of an on-site crematory. At Carpenter Breland, we're honored to walk beside you during life's most difficult moments, proudly serving all of southwest Nebraska with compassion and respect. Carpenter Breland Funeral Home in McCook.
There's a new tomorrow on the other side of the horizon. There are promises to honor, work that needs to be done, friendships to enjoy, and people that count on each other. These are the things that tie our communities together. They always have, and they always will. Build your tomorrow with a bank you can rely on. Pinnacle Bank, the way banking should be. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
There's a new buzz in McCook about a place that's pizza heaven, and everyone's raving about their unbeatable buffet bonanza. Picture this: unlimited pizza, pasta, salad, and dessert every day from 11:30 to 1:30, plus Monday and Wednesday nights from 5 to 7. Mouth-watering, right? And then you think, where do I sign up? Head to your McCook Pizza Hut on North Highway 83. Visit pizzahut.com for more information.
Service after the sale at Wagner Ford Toyota.
Wouldn't it be nice to do some business in the kind of place where people care?
For all your service needs, stop in and see us at Wagner Ford Toyota. Here you'll get both superior technical service and personal attention from our factory-trained technicians. They're here to make sure your vehicle is fixed right. We'll keep you happy long after you purchase a vehicle from us. Trust Wagner Ford Toyota in downtown McCook, the dealer that makes the difference.
Yes, it's very nice.
At Horizon Bank, they believe banking should feel personal and powerful. Whether you're opening your first savings account or financing your dream home, their friendly team is there to help every step of the way. From checking and savings to loans for the life's biggest moments, they've got you covered. Visit them at 312 West 1st in McCook or horizonbankne.com and experience a community bank that puts people first. Horizon Bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender, your goals, your passion.
Halftime score here at Aurora, 14-14. The Bison and the Huskies. Some other Bison sports news. Bison cross-country team is going to be heading to Minden coming up tomorrow. Have not had a meet since the Sutherland invite. Head coach Tom Sugaru. Once again, good week, cool week, kind of with your runners and everything. You'll face a challenging course, and once again, some good field of teams. And Minden coming up on Saturday.
Changed our schedule a couple years ago, or I think last year was the first year we went to Minden, just so we could get away from some of those afternoon races early season, and go to Minden. Minden's a nice course. It's a spectator-friendly course because they run some loops. I know the kids don't like loops as much, but it's better for us coaches, especially as old fat coaches. We can get around the course a little better, get to see them a little more. But it's a nice course. It has some. They're hills, but they're not real steep hills. They're just some rolling hills, so to speak. They're not real tall, but teams. Minden has a good team. Aurora will be there. Northwest will be there. So there's going to be some good teams that are going to be there. So we'll have some great competition. And again, it's just about getting better this time of year. So,
as you prepare the kids for that meet coming up, what's your schedule like? Do you go hard and then back?
Until Tuesday. Most of them will go out and get a run in somewhere along through the weekend, back off on Wednesday a little bit, and then Thursday we'll do some probably some interval stuff, and then a couple days before, and then day before we don't do a whole lot with it. Prepared, not necessarily physically, but also mentally. Have their stuff all packed, tell them what they need, what they may not need, because the weather does dictate what. Maybe some warm clothing, those kinds of things. But so far we're doing really well.
Cross-country coach Tom Sugaru tying the coach on our Coach's Coffee Club program. Once again, the Lady Bison softball team have their McCook Invite tournament coming up tomorrow at the JC Sports Complex. Coming off a couple of toughies in Hastings against Crete and Lincoln Standing Bear. Our Sam Knoll was there for the coverage just a day or so ago. On Thursday, they're in Hastings. Teams now they get ready for their own tournament on Saturday.
Yeah, no, they're a very solid team, and like you said, it felt like, and we talked about it after the game too, that our hitting was a little better that game, and that was one we last game before these couple games at Cozad, we waited a few innings, and Rogers, got things going right away in that leadoff spot, and just like you said, though, a few timely hits here and there, get a few more runs, and just couldn't come up with those hits when we needed it. And we always, as a team, talk about that mentality of passing the bat with 2 outs. Your job's, doing what you can to get that next hitter an opportunity with 2 outs and just try to rally. And they're a tough team, and, they made some great plays out there. And defensively, just one of those things, just continue to work on trying to limit those errors. Playing all teams like this, you give up a couple of errors and they're going to get runs on those pretty quick. So just got to find a way to be solid on defense and get the bats going and get a complete game that way.
Yeah, boy, and 2 teams with 2 really solid offenses as well, kind of 1 through 9 in their lineup. It seemed like they were always attacking you, but have to give a lot of credit to Ellie. She stuck with it, had a lot of things, go against her there in that first game against Standing Bear, but I thought, ended with a couple of strikeouts and really attacked all their hitters, didn't she?
Yeah, I think Ellie pitched a great game. I want to say that was her first varsity start. So to do that against a team like that, that's tough to come in for your first varsity start. And she did a great job at that. And I thought she pitched a very good game. And just one of those things, just got to continue to help our pitcher out. And we did make some great plays too. There's some plays that we've seen, just little things that we've worked on in practice that we see come into play there in a game like that. And like we told the girls, just got to make sure we're getting better each day and keep that mindset up.
And back at home this weekend for your home invite, got a lot of good teams coming there. Gothenburg, Gehring, Holdridge with Highway 6, Shattern, North Platte. I mean, it's going to be a good tournament, always is, and
it's going to be weather-wise looking great, and I know with our tournament what it's going to look like, and good competition all around, and finally get our first home game. This technically was a home game, but traveling to Hastings for exactly, and just something about it's special, and I think the girls are very excited for that opportunity to that's your home tournament. You got to do what you to defend home turf and come out ready to play.
Head coach Easton Gale, and good luck to Lady Bison once again there. Coming up starting 9 o'clock tomorrow morning. Bison boys tennis team, who tough pickings today for Coach Weber. 11-1, the final in that one. Hopefully we get a chance to talk to Coach Webers about their week. They did a couple of wins over Hastings and Adams Central early in the week. Matches on Kicks 96-1 early in the week. They split those two matches, falling to Minden, but came back and beat Chase County in 2. McCook will have Ogallala, and then Holdridge next week. We will have Kicks 96-1. Lady Bison golfers, the JVs went to Grand Island yesterday, posted some pretty good scores. Those youngsters once again at Indian Head Golf Course yesterday. Early in the week, it was the Bison varsity with a runner-up performance out in Scott. Well, head coach Kaylee Weber and her gang once again in that one. So that gets you pretty much caught up on all of the latest. 14-14 here at the half here at Aurora High School. I had my app open and I closed it. So over Lincoln Standing Bear at halftime 14-7. Right on the Northwest, end of first quarter, last check. 0 over Hastings. Omaha Gross and Ralston tied at 14. Bennington big over Gretna East 33-7. Big over Beatrice 27-7. Again, we'll be traveling to Crete coming up in 2 weeks. Plattsmouth over Elkhorn 7-0. Norris over Gretna 38-14. Waverly and Seward having a battle down the road. The Vikings with a touchdown lead at halftime 14-7. Scotts Bluff at halftime leads Lincoln Northwest. They had to make the trip to Lincoln Northwest 28-7. Elkhorn North all over York at halftime 28-0. Platteview over Lexington 14-0. Gehring and Mitchell, that game just kicked off at the top of the hour. Central City, C1 scores Central City over Cozad 21-0 in that one. Alliance leads Holdridge 16-0. Sydney over Minden 14-0. That's at the half. Ogallala over Broken Bow. We'll see the Indians here down the line. 18-0 at game in Ogallala. Shattern 20, Valentine 0. Gothenburg big over Chase County 34-0 as that game is toward halftime. And some of the 8-man scores, Highline over South Loop 28-6. Bertrand over Arapahoe 46-12. It was the scores, Perkins County over Sand Hills Valley at half 32-0. Alma over Pleasanton 24-16. North Platte St. Pat's big over Sutherland 50-8. Dundee County Stratton and Bridgeport last check was 14-8. Haven't heard anything from Mark Sears. I got to get an update on that one. That's some of the scores there in D1. Some of the D2 scores. Hitchcock County big over Maxwell 12 at halftime. And that's some of the scores we have. Take a break. Get back to third quarter action coming up here shortly on Kicks 96.1.
Behavioral health services can be found close to home. Community Hospital Behavioral Health offers services for adults and children, including counseling and medication management right here in McCook. Conditions treated include depression, anxiety, ADHD, PTSD, and more. Call 308-344-8280 for an appointment, 7 a.m. to 5:30 p.m., Monday through Thursday. We're your community hospital. Advanced care, always there.
Refreshing news! Vols Plumbing and Heating, your Carrier dealer in McCook, can keep you cool as a cucumber this summer. They can! Carrier's Infinity Series Central Air Conditioner with green speed intelligence offers refined cooling, steady comfort, energy efficiency, and exceedingly quiet, cool performance. And each passes a legendary Carrier 100% run testing for quality and reliability. Learn more about Carrier Air Conditioning at Vols Plumbing and Heating, 1005 East C Street in McCook. Keeping you chilled this summer.
Deviney Chrysler, Jeep, and Ram in McCook want you to remember that they have a great selection of new or pre-owned cars and pickups. Also, Honda and Yamaha motorcycles and ATVs with a great state-of-the-art service and parts department. Deviney Motors also have the steel line of chainsaws, string trimmers, edgers, and blowers, and all the attachments you would want. Deviney Motors, 401 East B Street in McCook. Remember, it's not a deal unless it's a Deviney deal. Guts, glory, Ram. Paradise Spas in McCook is a proud sponsor of McCook Bison Sports. They invite you to stop in and see all the new hot tubs and make your yard into a vacation destination. Financing is available. Paradise Spas also has a large selection of chemicals and accessories. Stop on by and see them today at Paradise Spas, 210 West 3rd Street, McCook, Nebraska. A proud sponsor of McCook Bison Athletics.
Your home for Bison Athletics is Kicks 96.1.
Halftime just about over here at Aurora. Forgot to mention a couple of six-man scores back in the High Plains radio listening area. And the six-man ranks, Arthur County over Medicine Valley 44-8. It's Southwest, a big lead over Harvard. That game down in Bartley 56-6. No score yet. Juanita, Palisade, and Fleming have not got a score on that just yet. Halftime score, Dundee County Stratton has opened it up against Bridgeport 28-8 at the half. Rich Barnett, Lance Frazier, Carl Raymond. Lance, second half, 14-14. McCook's going to get the ball first. Hopefully, keep doing what you're doing. Come out and pound the football and get in the end zone.
Yep, get that thing, get good field position off our kickoff returns, which seem to be doing pretty well. And then, let's not be fancy. Let's just run the ball, 6-7 yards a pop. I'll take that any day and put the pressure on Aurora.
No question. We'll see what happens this second half. And if you're McCook defensively, you always got to be leery what Pollitt's to do. They've done a pretty good job on Jensen for the most part, and you always got to know where Cannon Allen's at all times.
Yeah, that's definite threat. There's the Allen kid, but maybe getting a little pressure on Pollitt too would negate some of that too, letting him get downfield very far.
Next week again, Waverly's in town. With the Wagner Ford pregame at 6, kickoff time at 7 o'clock. 14-7, Waverly over Seward right down the road at half.
Yeah, and that's at Seward, correct?
I think so. It's at Seward. Yep, sure is. So that is a nail-biter there. The Vikings coming off, of course, the big win over Bennington and one of the big Class B games of the week. There's
a lot of strong teams over Norris, Seward, Waverly, Bennington, just pick one. They're all pretty good teams.
Here we go. Bison return team is out to start the second half. We'll have a Runza player of the game coming up at the end of this ball game. And here we go. It's dark up here. I don't really want to turn the light on because I'm afraid if we turn the light, are we going to get a big glare there? Is there a light? Do we even have a light? Yeah, I can see a light. Is that okay, Lance?
That's fine by me.
All right, we got a light up here. Can't see in the dark. It will be Garrett Keener kicking it off. Miles Pullman, Tristan Campbell back deep. Line drive. Pullman will have it on a line drive. Will he fake it? He'll give it up to Campbell, far side. 15, 20, 25, 30. 30. You got a late flag coming in. Way behind the white hat through that one. What could that be, Lance?
I'm guessing somebody must have got it's usually a block in the back on the kickoff.
Yep, you're exactly right. So good return. That was, 30-yard line blessed. That'll be cut in half and march it backwards.
Not what we really needed to start out there.
Exactly. All right, Bison offense. Get going again. 14-14 ball game. Turnovers, 2 against Aurora, 1 against the Bison that first half.
Yeah, and Bison's was costly as it was a pick 6.
Yep. Cash Kleinschmidt stepped right in the front, the receiver on the far side, and Trenton Riley, a little throwback screen. Bison come out, a little offset eye with Davidson and Campbell, 2 tight ends. Motion man is Miles Pullman on the far side. Trenton Riley under center against a 5-man. Aurora front on the toss pitch. Campbell trying to get the edge. Tristan, good cutback, 30. 25-30, 35-40. Got ahead of myself. Nice job, Tristan. 5-10, 15, 20, 25-yard gain for the senior tailback. And the Bison move the chains 1st and 10.
Yeah, maybe we made some adjustments at halftime and, seen something that's going to work there. The first play out of the gate there, really good gain.
Everything, a lot was between the tackles that first half. We did go outside on the touchdown run, but maybe mix it up a little bit more, I guess.
Yep. Packed it in the first half and maybe spread them out here.
Ball on the near side hash, double tight end set. Asher Wilson, the receiver to the far side, little offset eye with Davidson and also Campbell against the 5-man front again. And Lee Davidson gets the call, gain of 4 to about the 44-yard line. They were trying to strip that football. Gain of 4, bring them 2nd and 6.
Yeah, good job up front there. Cole Walder, Trey Tiller, and a good hard run by Lee right up the middle there. Take 3-4 yards every time.
14-14 ball game. Both teams get big matchups next week as Aurora play Wahoo next week. McCook's got Waverly at home coming out next week. 2nd and 6. 2 tight ends. Receivers Ty Junker here to the near side. He'll go to the far side of the field in motion on 2nd and 6. In the eye once again, Trenton Riley. On play action. Oh, he's on the flat this time. It's going to be Lee Davidson. Good move by Lee to the 49, close to midfield and short of the first down. I thought he was going downfield for sure. Down there to Gabe Roberts. I thought he was aiming for the tight end, going to the sideline, but elected to go underneath instead.
Yeah, nice sure pass there. Get yourself in a 3rd and short situation.
So 3rd and 2, we'll call it, at the 49, their own 49. They've got to get to the Aurora 49 for that first down. Move those chains. Just underway, 3rd quarter, 14-14 ball game. Score update brought to you by MMB Bank. Power set, Tate Schaefer, the extra power back on 3rd and short. It's going to be Tate gets the call straight ahead. 36 got it, and he was short. He's short of the first down by about a yard.
Yeah, I think we're probably going to go for this, if not a hard count to get him jump off sides.
Boy, quickly, it was Riley and Tristan Campbell ran right over to Coach Joe Fertrosky right after that play to get that play. And they'll go power set again on 4th and short right at midfield, need a yard. And it's going to be Campbell. Straight ahead, first down. Got a couple of yards. Blow the whistle, people, for crying out loud. And they'll mark it about the 47-yard line. Sometimes you just let it go on too long.
Yeah, I think you saw me over here. I was like, it's how people get hurt. Just blow the dang thing when it's forward progress is stopped.
47-yard line. Bison move the chains on a 4th down conversion in Aurora territory.
Another good, tough run, though, by Tristan, and a good job by that interior line to push him up there 3 yards.
Power set again, actually, with just the 2 tight ends. One I'm getting at with Lee Davidson and also Tristan Campbell. Got a wide out to the far side. Counter once again, Campbell. It's been a good play, but not this time. They bottled things up, read it well. Super job of the Aurora defense that time shooting in. It was number 50, Angela Holke, one of their linemen in there. And their 5-man 52 defensive front, and no gain, 2nd and 10.
Yeah, they read the keys on that. We pulled both the guard and the tackle on that, and I don't know if they just read the keys there and kind of linebackers just dive on it right away. But
we got a good 208 people on board at the Kicks 96.1 YouTube channel. Appreciate that, folks. Hit that subscribe button if you haven't done so already. It's 2nd and 10 from McCook. The motion man, Asher Wilson, comes near side. Riley, toss pitch, Campbell. Davidson out in front with a nice block. Has some room. We got a late flag coming in. Dang it. Down to about the 25, 20-yard line. It's in middle of the field. Lance, got to think that's probably a hold.
I'm guessing so, too. I don't know why you would hold in the middle on an outside pitch play, but they caught him doing something.
Boy, Lee Davidson, a nice kick-out block,
yeah,
didn't he?
Yeah, it was a great block by Lee.
Oh, man. We went for big yardage, too.
Well, I think that plays there.
Outside, we watched it early on this drive, and now they go outside on this play, and it worked. Dang it, stinking penalties. The penalty will march them backwards to about the 43, their own 43-yard line. This could be
Yeah, second
and 20.
Was it second down? Yeah.
It was second
because we had that short counter,
exactly right. 5, 10, 15, 17. Yeah, it's about 20 yards. Yep, they got 20 on the board. Clock running, third quarter, tie score, 8:42 left. Tie ball game, 14-14. Ball smacked down between the hashes. Once again, offset eye, 2 tight ends, 1 wide out. Riley under center, quick hitter, dive play. Once again, Lee Davidson to get much. Maybe 1, maybe 2 yards. We'll trap play inside. We'll call it third and long, third and about 18.
Yeah, not much moving there. Aurora really squeezed down in on that one. Just nothing, nowhere to go.
So, on third and long, passing situation, do you air it out right here? Go for it all? Try to move those chains, or
maybe get a defensive penalty, or do you just have Tristan do a quick pitch and get him out there?
And McCook's going to talk about it. Third and long. Take a break. 14-14. We're back to Aurora next on Kicks 96.1.
Annie with Tobias Dental Care. Did you know that your oral health can affect the overall health of your body? Studies have shown that poor oral hygiene has been linked to many health conditions, such as diabetes, heart disease, and stroke. The American Dental Association recommends brushing twice daily, flossing at least once a day, and seeing your dentist every 6 months for a checkup and cleaning. If you're due for a cleaning, or if it's been a while since you've had your teeth cleaned, please call us today at 345-1510 or stop by and see us at 411 West 5th Street in McCook. And remember, at Tobias Dental Care, we make it easy for you to smile.
Big third and long right here. I want to remind folks, I talked about at halftime, Bison softball tomorrow. Get over to the JC Sports Complex and support Coach Easton Gillen and the Lady Bison softball team. They're playing 9 o'clock tomorrow morning in that tournament. And there's another that person that said that was not a very good call on the hold either right there. Bison 3rd and 18. They go 4 wide. Shotgun set for Trent Riley. Motion man is Miles Pullman at the far side. That is Miles. That was Junker the other side, and complete to midfield. Side to Miles, and got a little bit of it. Still going to bring up 4th and about 13. At least they got the midfield.
Play another down here. We can kick down here and get him pinned a little bit here.
Yeah. Play a little field position. See what happens here. Cannon Allen is back deep at his own 20-yard line. Pullman back to kick at his own 34. Not a better night for football than we have here tonight. It is just perfect outside. Snap is a good one. Oh, went through his hands. Oh, and he's trying to run. He's going to have to eat it at the 30. Oh, dang it. Miles, probably just took his eye off at that time, obviously, and probably, and had just tried to get it back to punt it away and couldn't do it, and tackled about the 30-yard line, and Aurora's got the short field.
That probably was a little high, but Miles, somebody like Miles can catch that. Just a little concentration, and got your back against the wall here.
Yep, defense going to have to come through. As Huskies have the short field once again on the bobble snap on a punt. Wyatt pulling back with Ian Jensen to the left of him. Twin receivers far side, got a wing, trips. You want to call it against the Bison 3-man front. Jensen, nope, it's going to be pulling. Will keep it himself, has some room. Inside the 30 to about the 26-yard line, picked up about 5 on the play. Get that misdirection going like you talked about, Lance, a little bit. Get Jensen going one way and Pullett keeps it and goes the other way, and it's had some pretty good plays.
Yeah, they've ran that a few times tonight, and it's a good-looking play and kind of holds the backers for a little bit and gives that quarterback a little bit of a gap.
Give them 4 on the play. They bring up 2nd and 6. Clock running at 7:03 left third quarter in a tie ball game, 14-14. Cannon Allen in motion. Fake the give, run option with, nobody's got the edge. Cannon Allen tips it back inside. That was filled pretty quickly. It looked like he had a lot of room from up here there, Lance, but it was filled in a hurry. He gained it maybe 1, and that was about it.
Yeah, maybe 1 yard, and we got somebody down here cramping maybe. I'm not sure, but
it's not Allen. It's an Aurora player that's kind of down, but it's not, and I don't think it's Allen. Or it's a McCook player. I'm sorry.
Yeah,
it's a white
McCook,
shirt.
Yep.
It is a white shirt, so... Quick break. We're back to Aurora coming up here shortly. Kicks 96.1.
Getting Getting a little hot under the collar? Well, under your roof, Veteran Heating and Air and American Standard want to keep you cool as a cucumber this summer. Call Veteran HVAC 737-5292 and ask about the great deals on new American Standard AC units. Or maybe your current system needs a little work? Call Veteran HVAC and ask about service calls and service plans. Veteran Heating and Air and American Standard, helping you keep your cool. Call today 737-5292 or visit veteranhvac.com.
Big third down. Tristan Campbell was the one cramping up. He hobbles off the field. He won't be in this play. It's a big 3rd and 5 right here with the Bison. Get a stop, maybe force a field goal. We'll see. Wyatt Pullett is at 10 on the play clock. There is somebody missing, and they have to rush somebody in real quick. Play clock is down to 4, and Aurora's not going to risk it. They're going to burn a timeout. So, we'll have 3rd and 5. Quick break. Back with more here from Aurora High School. Next on Kicks 96.1.
You know, some people say that walking is the best exercise you can get. Well, we have a chance for you to walk with a dog. Come join Dr. Barters as he is walking around Wheat Ridge Terrace. Walk with a Dog happens every Thursday from 11 a.m. until noon. This week, it's up at Wheat Ridge Terrace on their new walking path. Walk with a Dog is brought to you by Decatur Health. Remember, Decatur Health is where compassion and healing come together.
Big 3rd and 5 coming back here at Aurora between McCook and Aurora. Last week, our Bison senior pregame was giving Simon Garcia a little crap. Last week we watched him. It looked like he was seriously injured. Turned out to just to be cramping up, and he kind of went through it. It cramped up, and it affects you the whole game, doesn't it?
Yeah. Once it starts, you just can't catch up. Something that needs to start, a couple days before the game, and it hasn't been that warm. So maybe the boys don't think they need to drink that water like it was, when it was 85, 90 degrees. But they got to keep drinking that fluid before these games and keep away from those cramps.
Big 3rd and 5 for the Aurora offense right here at the Bison 25-yard line. Motion man is Allen. Little inside give. Who's got it? It's Kleinschmidt. 15, 10, 5. Touchdown. Little inside reverse that time. Misdirection again. It was Kleinschmidt. Once again, runs it in from, we're going to say, 25 yards out.
Yep, good design. Coming off a timeout, you kind of look for some of those trick plays after something like that. But well designed by Aurora.
So the Huskies once again scored 20. And Kleinschmidt again, his second score of the game. And here's your swinging gate again as they failed the last couple of times. Actually, no, they failed once, made one. Now they will get in their kicking formation right here at Garrett Keener. Key extra point, 20-14. 3rd quarter. Snap is good, holds good. Kick going to be on the way. Can't tell. No good. Missed it. 20-14. There was a break right there. We're back with the kickoff next on Kicks 96.1.
At Frontier County Physical Therapy in Curtis.
Big touchdown. Once again, a little inside reverse that time to. It's got to get going, don't they, Lance?
Yeah, we need some. Well, we penalties that we're kind of hurting ourselves on those. Started at the 15-yard line. Had that big holding penalty that kind of killed the drive.
Get a good return right here. See what happens. As Garrett Keener is back, this thing off. Line drive, going to be Pullman far. Cuts it back in, and it's about the 23-yard line. 1st and 10, McCook will have it at the 23. Get the Bison offense going here.
Not a terrible return, but I think Miles be better off if he just keep running, don't stop. Just try to outrun him out to the edge here.
Bison football tonight brought to you by Runza, Nebraska Land Tire, Carpenter Berlin Funeral Home and Monuments, Pinnacle Bank, Pizza Hut, Wagner Ford, Toyota, Wagner Chevy. Thanks again to Chris and the boys for our fantastic Toyota Sienna van that we had to drive on the way up. Once again, check out that vehicle. Many, many others, all three lots once again in McCook. Our Bison drive the game for the Wagner Toyota stores here in McCook. Bison needs to get some offense going, trailing by 6, 20-14. First and 10, 23-yard line. Little bunch set, far side, run an option play. It's going to be Campbell far side. Had the edge a little bit, and about the 26, 27-yard line. You wonder if he's a full speed. That cramping kind of slowed him down. I'm sure it's a little sore. And but he still picked up about 3 yards, bring us 2nd and 7.
Yeah, he doesn't seem to be limping or anything like that, so he may be okay.
Ashley getting about 4 yards, 2nd and 6. Spotted about the 27-yard line.
Yeah, trying to get those guys bunched out there and seal that edge, I think. It worked out a little bit, but Aurora read it pretty good.
Clock running. We're at 6:01. Third quarter. Plenty of time left. Pullman and Junker split out wide right. Got twins both sides. Wide outs as Campbell now in motion the near side. Lee Davidson to the left of Trenton Riley. Shotgun set. Trenton will throw. Got some pressure. Gets out of a potential sack situation. Throwing it downfield. Looking downfield. Going to be picked off. 45. Midfield. Cannon Allen. 45-40. 35-30. 25-20. And finally tackled at about the 17-yard line. We got flags down here way back at about the 45-yard line. I bet that's probably maybe a block in the back.
Yeah, I think so on the return, yes.
Yeah. So, yeah, Trenton heaved it, and I think, was that Miles?
I think that was Ty.
Okay.
And it wasn't a terrible throw. Ty just misjudged it and it went over his head. But.
So that's the second turnover against the Bison. Really, you can almost give the muffed punt probably virtually a turnover there.
Yeah, 3 costly turnovers, really, if you look at it all in as one thing, but and all in their
face mask against the defense. Nevertheless, they'll negate the long interception return. And Bison defense got to get solid. You don't want to have to play from behind here in the fourth quarter.
No.
Aurora team last year that a lot of hype with Baylor Shireman last year. Of course, their starting quarterback, and McCook handled him pretty nicely there at Wyland Field last year.
Yeah, I think pretty one-dimensional last year and these younger kids, but like I said, they're pretty big up front and pretty solid. And this quarterback that come from Sutton, he's running the offense pretty efficiently.
But as you talked about, penalties, kill drives, have drives going, and penalties killed that. And of course, when you have virtually three turnovers, that's going to kill you too.
Yeah, we need to get a turnover here ourselves.
20-14, Aurora with the football at the back of their own 40-yard line. Paulett, Jensen trying to sweep here near side, maybe 2. That's about it. Trey Tiller, Tate Schaefer, Gabe Roberts in the area. Give him 2, bring up 2nd and 8.
Yeah, good team tackle there. Three guys getting to the ball and short gain.
Yeah, how big was that face mask call in the return? Because it's 1st and 10 at the 20-yard line.
Yeah, I don't know where it ended up, 5 yards or 5-yard line.
Well, yeah, I guess it was closer than that. It was a nice interception return. Cannon Allen, motion man to the far side. Pollitt will roll the pocket, far side out in the flat, wide open. Allen, 45, knocked out of bounds. Nobody in the area, and gave up some yardage. Did he get enough for the first down?
I think he's a couple yards short.
Going to be short.
Yeah, a little flat pass there, and just kind of layering up, and we're just not able to. He took a pretty good shot there. I think he's feeling it. But.
3rd and 2. So get his stop right here. Make him punt. Get the ball right back. 20-14 game. Huskies trying for their first win of the season. Bison looking to go 2-0. Pollitt. Yep, going to keep it himself. Pollitt right between a crack right there. Little seam across the midfield to the 45-yard line. Picked up 7 yards in the play. You kind of saw that one coming, didn't you?
Yeah, it's they've been that set's been there all night. I think they're doubling up. Maybe Spencer in the middle there. He's got to try to get broke loose and create a little more havoc.
First and 10, Huskies get a new set of downs at the Bison 45-yard line. 3 wide look, Allen in the slot right side. Shotgun set for Pollitt. They'll go Jensen. Nope, Pollitt's going to keep it himself. Finds a little room. Run that zone read. We've watched Aurora do this for years and years and years with their quarterback, and they got one that's pretty shifty. He's going to pick up about 4 yards and bring up 2nd and 6.
Yeah, he really does a good job at the mesh point, and kind of holding those linebackers and making them just pause for enough time for him to give himself a little crease to run through.
And, of course, Aurora, no sense of urgency right here, milking that clock as much as possible. Got a whole 4th quarter still to go. It's a 1-touchdown game. Got a little bunch set here near side. 4 wide set, 1 wide out to the far side. Ball on the far side hash on 2nd down. Pollitt's going to keep it himself. Dives away ahead. 34-yard line. Picked up 7. And they're going to move the chains again.
Yeah, we're just not getting any penetration upfield from our ends or anything to make him decide what to do a little quicker.
Huskies move the chains again. It's going to be 1st and 10 just inside the 35-yard line. 3:47 left 3rd quarter. Aurora up by 6, 20-14. 4 wide look, trips left. It's Pollitt, shotgun set, will throw, looking, still looking. Still looking, gets out of a situation there, 30, 25, 20, 15. Big gain again as Pollitt looking downfield. Found.
Yeah, I thought we had him corralled there in the backfield, but made one little slip there, and Cooper Rakes couldn't quite make the tackle, and off to the races.
So the Bison head on a swivel right now because Pollitt's been their guy, but you still got to be leery of Jensen. You got to be leery of what Cannon Allen's. 1st and 10. Pollitt going to keep it himself. Why not? Inside the 5 to about the 4-yard line. Just up front, aren't they?
Yeah, it's nothing fancy. I mean, this is something they've been doing all game. There's no trickeration there. It's just straight smash mouth football, and we're catching it right now.
It is 2nd and 1. Gain of 9. They get a 1st down without scoring. Shotgun set for Pollitt once again. Fakes to give. He's going to take it himself, trying to go to right side. Dives way ahead, about the 2, maybe the 1-yard line. It's still going to be 1st and goal situation.
I don't know if we still have him down over there, or
they are letting their quarterback do a lot. Now is Pollitt down? Did he get kind of be exhausted from the last number of carries he's had? So he'll have to at least set out one play. We'll take a break. Back to Aurora coming up shortly. Kicks 96.1.
Runza's Lemonade Refreshers, powered by plant-based natural caffeine. And they come in 4 delicious flavors: pomegranate passion, mango mojo, prickly pear, and watermelon wild. Why do you keep doing that?
These refreshers are just so refreshing.
But you don't have to make that noise every time. Try Runza's Lemonade Refreshers, because Runza makes it all better.
Stop by Runza, North Highway 83 in McCook. Nebraska Land Tire and McCook can take care of your tires. Well, obviously. But did you know they do more?
Like what?
Factory maintenance, brakes, alignment, batteries, shocks, AC, cooling systems, belts, hoses, time belts, transmission service, starters, power steering, alternators, oil service, bearings, mufflers, suspension, tires, struts, custom wheels, tune-ups, filters, fuel injection.
And support after the sale.
Wow, they really do have everything.
Yep, if it has rubber and rolls, Nebraska Land Tire can take care of it. Open Monday through Saturday, West B Street, McCook.
Wyatt Pollitt was the injured player that time. The quarterback, he'll have to sit out one play, but he's walking off under his own power. It is 1st and goal, Lance, at the 1-yard line.
I'm betting you see number 1 set up in a wildcat situation here or something like that, and probably run him just like they do with the quarterback.
Bison in danger of falling behind 2 scores here in this late 3rd quarter, getting ready for the 4th quarter. And they'll come back. They've got, yep, you're exactly right there, Lance. Cannon Allen, number 1, is right there. Jensen to his right. 1st and goal for the 1. Turnover would be lovely right here. And not for sure with that. Bison State, they've got the football. And they got it! Holy smokes, they do got it! Something happened. The ball never made back.
I don't think it ever. Yeah, I think he snapped it right to it.
Wow.
Yeah, I don't know. It never got to the quarterback.
Never did. I was waiting for Allen to grab it and never did.
Yeah, I don't know if it was a trick play of some sort that we couldn't see or what, but yeah, it didn't work out. But what a break for the Bison.
You ain't a kid. And that time we're looking at our replay. Boys, a lot of. I don't have a clue. I'm just looking at the replay. So McCook will get it 1st and 10 at their own 1-yard line, but they dodge a bullet. It's still a one-score game as we're again late in this 2:17 left here in the third quarter. Riley in the center, split back look just to get out of this hole a little bit, and Trenton dives way ahead, 2-3-yard line. Bring up second and about. They're going to give him about a yard. 2nd and 9, we'll call it. Our runs a player of the game coming up at the end of this ball game here from Aurora High School. First of our road games this year for the Bison once again. Crete, Ogallala, Lexington. That's some of the road games the Bison will be doing here in the season. Back of the eye set with Campbell and also Davidson behind Trenton Riley. It'll be this time Tristan that time. Got across the 5 at about the 6-yard line. A little bit more wiggle room, and it's going to be 3rd and about 5.
Yeah, it's got us in a reasonable 3rd down situation here. It's makeable, and got everything at your disposal here.
So 3rd and 5. What does Coach Petrosky dial up this time on 3rd and 5, and it's still kind of the shadow of your goalpost? We'll get some more score updates coming up at the as we get into the fourth quarter. See what's happening with some of the rest of the ball games around the state. Bicycle 4 wide. Motion man here near side is Campbell. Riley, shotgun set, rolls the pocket, still rolling. Tuck it and run. And out of bounds at about the 11. It's going to be short of the 1st down, I think.
Yeah. Short by a yard or 2, maybe. I can't tell where that sticks at. Yeah, about a yard. But I don't know if that was a real great spot, but
for us, it looked like we were way past the 10.
Yeah, I thought we were closer to the 11 on that, but yeah, we're a good 2 yards shy here.
So the Bison will punt this ball away. 43 seconds left. Is this smoke over here?
I don't know where that's coming from.
Or is this fog that's rolling in? I'm serious. I have no idea what that is. Miles Pullman to kick this thing away. Pressured. Wobbly kick. Takes a McCook bounce inside the 45. They'll right at midfield. It dies there. 1st and 10 Aurora. Other score is Crete over Beatrice. That hasn't updated. 27-7. Scott over Lincoln Standybird 35-7. Bennington over Gretna East 39-7. Pius over Blair 14-7. Northwest over Hastings 33-zip. Gross and Catholic or Omaha Gross and Ralston, I should say, are tied at 14. Elkhorn North 35, York 7. Plattsmouth 14, Elkhorn 0. Norris over Gretna 45-21. Waverly and Seward, that's a touchdown difference in the third quarter, 21-14. Scottsbluff into the third quarter, big at Lincoln Northwest 35-7. Platteview 14-0, second quarter for Lexington. Garing over Mitchell 18-6. Some of the scores in Class B and some of the Bison opponents. 1st and 10, Aurora at midfield. Pollitt is back in the ball game. Left side gains a couple, maybe 2. 2nd and about 8.
Good tackle by Tate Schaefer and Trey Tiller there.
That's going to be the end of the third quarter as we're down to 15 seconds left. 20-14. Huskies lead it back in the fourth quarter. Coming up shortly. Kicks 96-1.
See.
Richard Lance back here at Aurora High School. 1 quarter left. Lance 20-14. Bison hanging tough. Got a break in the turnover down there at about the 1 yard line. Have to come up, play some defense right here.
Yeah, we need to get a stop here. It'd be really nice to get a turnover of some sort to get our momentum coming our way a little bit more here. But just, go back to fundamentals, play the quarterback, get solid tackles here. Let's get the ball down the field and score.
Second and about 6 at the Bison 48-yard. 4 wide twins, both sides. Pollard, Cannon Allen trying to get him out in space. 45-40, 35-30. Many white shirts over in the area that time for a tackle that time, and it's another first down.
Yeah, the quarterback made a signal out there, and I thought that pretty much meant just drop back. I'm going to give you a screen.
Huskies get a brand new set of downs here. Bison need to stop. Once again, early fourth quarter here. Kicks 96.1 or Kicks 96.1 YouTube channel. Huskies have it 1st and 10 on the Bison 31-yard line. Twin receivers to the left. They'll run that midline once again. Pollard got to keep it himself 30-25. Boy, he squeezes through the slightest of creases that time every time and picks up nice yardage.
Yeah, it's nothing different. It's just the same play every time, and he just has that. He's got that figured out what crease to hit there, and gets a good yardage out of it every time.
So gain of 9 brings up 2nd and 1 right here.
McCook's kind of on their heels right now.
Yeah.
They need to really just have something go their way and get a positive play for them.
And Pollard, he's got Jensen to his right on 2nd and short. And Jensen's going to get it this time. Oh, nobody had the edge covered inside the 20, inside the 15, about the 14. Boy, the receivers take their guys downfield a little bit. Good blocking. It's another nice gain. Aurora's going to move the chains again.
Yeah, we need to make him make that decision faster. The longer we let him have that mesh point, the harder it is for us to contain.
Huskies have it inside the 15, about the 14-yard line. Up 20-14, or 20-14, yes, here in the third quarter. Still over 11 minutes left. Bison trying to win a second game of the season. The big win against Beatrice last week, and Aurora looking to go 1-1 after losing against Pierce. They got a flag on the play. This would help push him back a little bit as McCook is pointing towards Aurora. Huskies haven't had many penalties called against them lately. Well, I guess they did have the face mask on the interception return. This will be against Aurora. 5-yard penalty, make it 1st and 15.
Yeah, and just the momentum game tonight. The things that have happened to McCook as far as fumbles and this and that have happened in the wrong places. And Aurora's getting away with being on the positive side.
1st and 15. Toss pitch Jensen between the tackles. Picked up about 3. Mark at about the 15-yard line. This will bring up 2nd and about 11 for the first down. Got to get to about the 4-yard line for the first down.
Yeah, I think a stop here is a must for us to try to stay in this. We really don't have that big, quick comeback game right now, I don't think.
Even a field goal makes it a 2-possession game. It's still, a 9-point deficit. Shotgun set for Pollard. 4 wide again. Motion man on the far side is Kleinschmidt, I should say. Pollard will roll the pocket out past the end zone. Going to be caught at about the 5-yard line. He's going to be short of the first down. Cannon Allen again. Or he got inside the 5, but I think he's still very short of the first down. But it's still 3rd down.
Yeah, 3rd down and the short one here. Allen does a really good job coming back to the ball. It was a good thrown pass to a spot, and Allen comes back and gets it.
And Aurora's milking this clock. They no sense of urgency, milking it, and that play clock as much as possible. So it's big 3rd and 1. They are down to 7 seconds on the play clock now. Got a fullback in tight now. They're going to call timeout, and they're running out of time. Timeout. Aurora, 3rd and 1. We come back. Listen to Bison football on Kicks 96.1.
There's a new buzz in McCook about a place that's pizza heaven, and everyone's raving about their unbeatable buffet bonanza. Picture this: unlimited pizza, pasta, salad, and dessert every day from 11:30 to 1:30, plus Monday and Wednesday nights from 5 to 7. Mouth-watering, right? And then you think, where do I sign up? Head to your McCook Pizza Hut on North Highway 83. Visit pizzahut.com for more information.
Service after the sale at Wagner Ford Toyota.
Wouldn't it be nice to do some business in the kind of place where people care?
For all your service needs, stop in and see us at Wagner Ford Toyota. Here you'll get both superior technical service and personal attention from our factory-trained technicians. They're here to make sure your vehicle is fixed right. We'll keep you happy long after you purchase a vehicle from us. Trust Wagner Ford Toyota in downtown McCook, the dealer that makes the difference.
Yes, it's very nice.
Timeout taken by Aurora. That is that's got to be their second and a half, isn't it? Thought they'd spent one earlier. It's a big 3rd and 1 right here. As a 3rd and 1 right here. You got a fullback in there. It's going to be Jensen right side. Tag out away. Fumble on the play. Oh, McCook, did they get a break again on inside the 5 like they did last time? They didn't. But it's
fourth and
a yard, we'll call it. As Jensen that time had it come loose.
Sorry, I might have hollered that in.
Oh, you're fine.
That time.
That's okay. No problem at all. No problem.
Yeah, we're 4th and 3, huh?
Yeah, they backed him up a few yards. Sure did. You got to put the tee down. Yeah, they're going to go for it on 4th and 3. Back at about their 6-yard line. Under center, it's Pollitt. Low snap. Bison gotta find him. He's kind of hobbling. Throws it to the end zone. Gonna be knocked down. Oh
no!
Oh, deflection.
He's out. He's out of bounds.
He was out of bounds.
Wow, what a play. Oh, their quarterback might be hurting again.
Wow.
Oh, he's
cramping up. Boy, you could tell Pollitt running across the field was really gimping. Throws out, deflection. The receiver caught it, was out of bounds. First, he came back in. Is that right?
Yep, I think he was already out of bounds.
Yeah.
He didn't reestablish himself before he got back in.
Watching the replay here.
But yeah, you could tell he was cramping.
Deflected. Oh, boy. I don't know who our corner or defender was that had bounced off him and the receiver. I don't know. Both tipped it.
I don't know if we got a flag, too. Somebody's holding a flag out here. I don't know what's going on there, but.
McCook's going to keep the ball, though.
Yep, looks like it.
Are you kind of surprised they didn't? Boy, the way they've been running the ball, it's like, gosh, I would have.
Yeah, kind of outsmarting themselves. Yeah. And, he's run the ball a lot tonight. And I can see cramping being an issue, if you're not used to it. But
he is hobbling off the field. I mean,
he was really limping pretty good on that sprint out.
So McCook gets it again. Second time this half, Lance, that it's been 1st and goal situation. And Aurora can't put any points on the board.
This is where you got to take advantage of that, though, and start pushing your way up the field.
That old line's got to get mean and nasty and open some holes and let the backs get going. Bison have virtually no offense for a while. 1st and 10 on their own 6-yard line. Split back look for Trenton Riley under center. And the run the midline far side, Cole, or Lee Davidson. I want to call him Cole every time. He and, brothers, what the heck. To about the 10-yard line, we'll call it. Gain of 4, bring up 2nd and 6.
Yeah, good start. Good, tough run, and plenty of time to get down there and do what we need to do, and nothing fancy.
Dundee County Stratton after 3 quarters over Bridgeport. That game 103-9, the Hawk 28-8 is the score in that one. Here, 20-14 Aurora. Huskies twice trying to make it a 2-touchdown lead or 2-possession game and have failed. Have turned the ball over. And McCook's got a 2nd and 6 at about their own 10-yard line. They've got to come away, get something here on this drive. 8:28 clock running here, 4th quarter. As toss pitch, Campbell far side. Tristan trying to get the edge. Hard run to about the 14, maybe the 15-yard line. That would be, I think, shy of the first down by about a yard. Short side of the field. First, and it'll be 3rd and 1, Lance, on this one.
3rd and 1, and good run, good outside. That place has been there the second half. Getting that edge sealed a little bit and letting Tristan run here. I would imagine we might see a little bit of Lee Davidson. Well, Tate Schaefer's in.
In for lead on this 3rd and 1 right here. Double tight end set, one wide out. Riley under center. It'll be isolation. Tristan Campbell's got the edge and first down 20. Barrels the guy 25-30. Big gain. That's a nice run. Boy, Tristan, hard-nosed run, 15-yard gain about the 30-yard line. Move the chains of 1st and 10.
Yeah, good job. O-line there. Tristan popping outside. And I tell you what, the kid can set the tone. You know, his teammates see that. That fires him up. And that might mean some good things down the road here.
Just shy of the 30-yard line. And a 1st and 10. Clock running, 8:13 left. Bison have all three. Actually have 2 timeouts left in this game. Back in the eyes. Davidson back at fullback. The motion man to the far side is Pullman. Or that was Ty Junker. Toss pitch here left side. Campbell trying to get the edge. Got a flag coming in. 35, got multiple flags, 36-yard line.
I think they're going to get him for going low on the block, I think.
Lee?
Yeah, no, on Cooper, I believe. All 3 flags come in the same exact spots.
Uh-huh.
Yep, they're going to get hold.
So, is that point a spot a foul?
Probably spot a foul, 10 yards, yep. So
Yep.
it'll be a 1st and 20 probably.
Yeah.
Those are killers.
Oh, I know. And earlier we had a good drive going and 2 penalties that were killers. It had something going. So they walk it off back to, gosh, quit walking, dude. 16-yard line. 1st and 24. Got to get to the 40 for the first down. So, 2 tight ends, 1 wide out to the far side, and here we go. 1st and 24 for the Bison. Down a touchdown, down 6, 20-14. Going to be right side with Campbell. Try that right side. Need him a couple. Got a Bison slow getting up.
It's Isaac Sonnenberg.
Remember, the tackles for the Bison slow. He's trying to walk it off. He's gimping a little bit. And McCook will have 2nd and long. This still will be 2nd. They just give him 1 yard in the play in that time. 2nd and 23, 2nd and long. Air it out and 2nd down right here.
That could be a screen maybe or something like that.
Uh-huh.
Or I don't know, you just get Tristan on that outside edge and, get half of this back at least.
I still say Gabe Roberts is in for a big catch sometime. 45 somewhere. Holman, the motion man to the far side, offset-eyed once again. And I'll go toss pitch with Campbell. It's going to be a halfback pass downfield. Going to be incomplete. Look like Miles is looking to run under it. Cannon Allen didn't have a clue where it was, and incomplete pass brings up 3rd down.
Yeah, I saw incidental conduct earlier, and we got called for got a flag on it, but that one, I guess, was incidental.
Uh-huh. That was Tate Schaefer early in that first quarter. So 3rd and long right here. 7:19 left, 4th quarter. Bison trailing by 6, 20-14. Score updates brought to you by MMB Bank. Bison will come out twin receivers right. Junker and Pullman. And McCook's going to have to call a timeout. One of their last 2 timeouts, the personnel issues there. Take a break. We're back to Aurora coming up here. 3rd long, we come back. It's Bison football, KICX. CX.
At Horizon Bank, they believe banking should feel personal and powerful. Whether you're opening your first savings account or financing your dream home, their friendly team is there to help every step of the way. From checking and savings to loans for the life's biggest moments, they've got you covered. Visit them at 312 West 1st in McCook or horizonbankne.com and experience a community bank that puts people first. Horizon Bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender, your goals, your passion.
Hey, reminder, Coach's Coffee Club coming up tomorrow morning. We're live from Embers Bakery and Cafe with a recap of the past week in high school and college sports. Conversations with all your favorite coaches. That's coming up at 8 o'clock in the morning. And see Paulette down here. Oops, sorry about that, Carl. Paulette down here is down here talking to a coach. Just plays offense. And cramping earlier. Bison had the football, third and very, very long. 3rd and 23. They've got to get to the 40 for the first down. Trenton Riley shotgun set. It's Campbell out of the backfield in motion. And Trenton rolls the pocket out. Pump fakes. Going to tuck it and run. Nope, it's going to heave it downfield. Pass is going to be incomplete. Trying to run back for it. Vice wanted a flag. They don't get it. And this will bring up 4th down.
Yeah, I mean, that turns into a punt if it gets intercepted, in essence. So not a bad play. And I don't know, Tristan actually had a chance at it.
7:09 left. Bison will punt the ball away, 4th and 23. Now mark it back at the 17-yard line.
Yeah, the Bison really shot themselves in the foot a few times tonight, getting some good breaks, but just can't take advantage.
Pullman back to kick this thing at his 2-yard line. Good snap. And that one went off the side of his foot maybe a little bit, and sure did. It's going to take a bounce and mark it at the 36-yard line. So really, really short field for Aurora this time. Up a touchdown. Exactly 7 minutes left. Bison football tonight brought to you by Community Hospital, Bowles Plumbing and Heating, Devaney Motors, Paradise Spas, Tobias Dental, Veteran Heating and Air, and Decatur Health. Some of our great sponsors helping us out. So 36-yard line, Lance, you got to have hope for a turnover again?
Yeah, I really believe that's what we're going to kind of need here. Just we need something really positive to happen for us to get some momentum.
Pollitt is back out there at quarterback. Gipping a little bit with cramps in his legs. And he's going to drop back and throw. Pass going to be short hops. I don't know if he can't plan on that. Just short hopped it downfield that time to Garrett Keener that time. Incomplete, brings up 2nd down.
Yeah, he may be hurt enough to, they don't want to hand off to number 10. 10's been prone to some fumbles tonight. But man, the game plan should be running the ball, running the clock here, I would think, for them. But as McCook, they're not going to complain about that incomplete pass.
You got Cannon Allen back there. If somebody got to run, I'd give the ball to him. Bison showing blitz inside give. No, a late toss and an option that time. Good move. 35. Has the edge. 30. 25, and he slid down that time with that was wide. That was the Allen to Pollitt that time.
Yep.
God.
I had a flag here.
And a flag back about the 32-yard line.
We got a hold maybe. Yep.
Wow. So they had Allen running to play quarterback on the strike snap, and Pollitt's running. Had a pretty good move there.
Yeah.
Not bad at all. But
playing a little possum maybe.
The penalty will wipe it out and move it back to the 42-yard line. 6:46 left. This will bring up 2nd and long. 2nd and about 15, 16 to go for that first down. So Aurora will come out, trips to the left side. 4 wide. 1 wide out. Brent Mellis to the right. Empty backfield as Allen's out, and they go screen far side over his head. 3rd and long.
Yeah, I think we got a little bit of pressure in his face that time. I think that's been a little bit of the difference. I think we just got to get in there and make him feel a little uncomfortable. Good position here, really.
Yeah, 3rd and long. You think they run it just to use some clock and make McCook?
I would, or a draw or a screen, something safe, something to keep in bounds and keep the clock going.
As once again, the clock stopped with on the completion. 6:41 left. The play clock's down to 10. 4 wide look again for Aurora. Up 20-14 here, 4th quarter. Will throw with some pressure, steps up in the pocket, but he's not going to make the forget about the original line of scrimmage, about the 36-yard line. Just didn't have a lot of get up and go with those the cramping right now in his legs, but it's now 4th and 10.
Yeah, and I would think Aurora would probably do a little pooch kick again or punt it, pin McCook down deep. 4th and 10 is not usually makeable, but here we go.
4 wide look. Pollitt shotgun set in 4th and 10. Or trying to draw McCook off. Bison aren't budging. Bison coaches, I can hear them next door. They were, we really hear them next door. Down to 7. Will they take the 5? Probably take the 5-yard penalty.
No, they're not going to go here. Yeah, they're going to take that penalty.
And McCook off the defensive front says that the old front moved and we don't see any flags. Oh, we do? Who threw the flag? I didn't see anything.
Clear on the other side.
So motion against the, what's the motion procedure? False start against the Aurora offense. Back him up 5 yards, back to the 41-yard line.
Now we're going to see that pooch punt, I think.
Yeah, if you're McCook, do you have somebody back?
You got to protect against that first down, but you know it's coming.
Pollitt will kick it. It goes out of bounds.
That's all right.
Not bad. They're going to mark that. Walk up, start at the 15. Out of bounds about the 18, 19-yard line.
Yeah, it's really the best thing that you could ask for on something like that after the sequences that have taken place here the last couple possessions. McCook still got great opportunity to go down here and put something in the end zone.
Lance, here we are again. Bison with a chance on a drive right here at 5:31 and 1 timeout left to tie and maybe take the lead and win it.
Yeah, just nothing to panic about. Plenty of time. Just run your offense. We got some guys that are doing some pretty good limping out there. I don't know if they're tired or what.
Bites come out 1st and 10 on their own, just shy of the 20-yard line. Riley in the center, toss pitch one. Once again, it's Campbell avoids. We got a late flag coming in. These guys are flag happy now and didn't get much.
Yeah, I don't know if these guys got a memo from someone to look at stuff or what, because they've been calling the same type of penalty.
They just called through another flag in the Bison sideline too. Oh, this could be disastrous, Lance, if they're both against McCook.
That's unsportsmanlike conduct, I imagine, over there. Just can't. You got to keep your cool.
What was the first one, you think?
I think it was a hold on Ty Junker, I believe, in the backfield there. But, and then I don't know what the extracurricular was.
5:25 left, 4th quarter. Bison got the ball back. They've had how many chances?
And then, we just can't. We just keep shooting ourselves in the foot. That's just that's a mental part of the game that you just got to be a little bit smarter.
That's a
blocking the
back, and then on sports personal foul.
Yeah, so that's going to back us up half the distance.
So how many yards is that?
20. We're at the 19. Be about 8.5-yard line. So it'd still be first down, I think. 20-something.
Yeah, we don't lose it down. 1st and 21.
Wow, how can you go from the 19.5 to
down back to inside the 5?
Yeah, I don't quite get that, I guess.
Clock will run. They'll run the clock now. 5:24 left. 1st and 25 for the Bison. Once again going backwards. Riley in the center. Trenton, they'll go for Davidson trying to push the pile. They got it up to the 10-yard line. And a gain of 6. It was Lee that time on the far side. Yep. And brings up 2nd down.
He's taking his Guardian cap off or something because it threw me, because I usually has his Guardian cap on. And
Second down with the clock running. Again, Bison have 1 timeout left. Twin receivers left. They go 4 wide look again. Davidson to the left of Trenton Riley. Shotguns set. Once again, it's 2nd and long. At about the 11-yard line. Motion man. run the jet sweep. Not going to take it himself. Trenton Riley's got some room. 20, 25, 30. Trenton down to the 35 and out of bounds. Nice move. Brought motion to the near side. Faked the jet sweep, and Trenton got a big gain. And that's going to move the chains down to the 36-yard line. 4:23. Things getting interesting.
Yeah, great play call. That's something that we have not shown all night is that motion set. And boy, they pulled that out at the right time. Great run by Trenton.
Mark at the 37-yard line. Bison a fresh set of downs. Come out, trips left side. Davidson left of Trenton Riley in 1st and 10. Run a little motion, and now we got a flag on the play. Now, Campbell wrapped around what they did. Motion. Got to be a false start again.
Yeah, probably two guys at the same time. I don't know if somebody wasn't set yet, but you can't have two guys moving at the same time.
Right. 5-yard penalty. Mark it back to the 32-yard line. Boy, the penalties and yardage are just ugh.
Yeah, it's
ugly numbers tonight.
Lost yardage tonight probably outgains or outweighs the yards gained.
Exactly. So it's first down over, 1st and 15. Still plenty of time. 4:21 left.
Yeah, as bad as it's been, we're still in the game.
Exactly right. Exactly right. Motion man on the near side. Fake the give. Riley will throw. Looking for the deep ball. He's got a post. He's got Boyles Pullman has a 20-15, 10-5. He's going to stop at the 1-yard line and now go in. Man, I thought it was the play where you would have somebody just stop there on the 1-yard line and make a 1st and goal, I guess.
Take the points when you get them. Yeah, take as much time off the clock as you can get, but get those points.
It's a 68-yard touchdown pass from Trenton Riley to Miles Pullman, and the Bison have tied it up a point away from taking the lead.
I've been waiting for him to blow the cover all night, and that's the first time they've really pushed it downfield, and it was a great pass by Trenton and great catch and run by Miles.
Big extra point from Gunnar Capps right here. And a 20-20 ball game. This has been in a weird game. No question about it. Snap good. Holds on the way, and the kick is money. No, it hit the upright. Oh, my gosh.
Boy, is it Halloween?
Yeah, I don't know. It's funky things happen tonight. Some really funky things.
Well, that full moon's out tomorrow night, I believe.
Golly. Horizon make touchdown. Long pass mix the extra point. Kickoff is coming up shortly. Kicks 96-1.
Health services can be found close to home. Community Hospital Behavioral Health offers services for adults and children, including counseling and medication management right here in McCook. Conditions treated include depression, anxiety, ADHD, PTSD, and more. Call 308-344-8280 for an appointment, 7 a.m. to 5:30 p.m., Monday through Thursday. We're your community hospital. Advanced care, always there.
Refreshing news! Vols Plumbing and Heating, your Carrier dealer in McCook, can keep you cool as a cucumber this summer. They can! Carrier's Infinity Series Central Air Conditioner with green speed intelligence offers refined cooling, steady comfort, energy efficiency, and exceedingly quiet, cool performance. And each passes a legendary Carrier 100% run testing for quality and reliability. Learn more about Carrier Air Conditioning at Vols Plumbing and Heating, 1005 East C Street in McCook. Keeping you chilled this summer.
Well, the Bison have tied it up here in the 4th quarter. Had a chance to take the lead, and God bless Gunnar Capps feeling awful right now. Hit the upright with the extra point, but hey, it's 20-20.
Yeah, I wonder if Aurora's maybe feeling a little deja vu from last week. They had a comeback in that 4th quarter and didn't quite get over the hump, but that can play some mind games when that's happened to you in the game before.
Gunnar's back to kick this thing away now. Not allow a big-time return. Hopefully not. 20-20 in the 4th quarter. 4:08 left. Kick's going to be returnable and short. Caught. 26 good coverage ever of the Bison that time.
Yeah, good tackle by Jackson Hartwell on special teams.
Good deal.
Yeah, I know if it plays into now that Pollitt's maybe a little bit banged up, if that run game goes away a little bit, or if they utilize Allen a little bit more.
Got to say a big hello, my good buddy Wallace Marsh. watching or listening or both once again. Talked to Wallace a little bit today. He and I reminisced a little bit about Waverly McCook games the past today. Got a barn burner here, 20-20, 1st and 10, Aurora at their own 27-yard line. Pollitt back shotgun set. And can he run? He looks pretty good. 35, out of bounds, about the 43-yard line. Hitting creases, and that's another big gain for Aurora, 1st and 10.
He's hitting. It's the same play over and over. I just don't quite understand why we're not filling that in. But good job by number 5.
1st and 10, 42-yard line for the Huskies. Clock running under 4 minutes left. As he went out of bounds, stopped the clock. Both teams with a timeout. Pollitt, it's going to be Jensen this time, or no, it's Cannon Allen. Boy, he got popped right in front of us.
Yeah, good hit by Austin Quint, I believe that is, number 23. Come up and laid the wood.
Yep, no gain, maybe a half yard at best. It's going to be 2nd and 9. Look at this, Carl. We got shy of 300 people on our Kicks 96.1 YouTube channel. Appreciate you tuning in. Hit that subscribe button if you haven't done so already. What a game this has been. Bison tied the ball game, missed the extra point. 20-20 ball game. Aurora has it on the toss far side. Allen late. It's going to be a flag. It's going to be a flag. Got 2 flags, and it's going to be called against Cannon Allen. And Bison pursued well. It was a loss, I think, back at the 38-yard line.
Yeah, we could decline this, really. But it was a block in the back. It was plain as day on number 1. Same thing they just called Ty Junker for in the earlier possession for McCook.
So if you're McCook right here, do you decline it?
Man, I decline it and go to 3rd down, I think. But depends on what kind of field position coaches want.
It's at the 38-yard line. They have to get to the Bison 49 for the first down.
Or do you make it 2nd and 30, I don't know.
Yeah.
I think you decline it and go to 3rd down.
And the Bison are going to do just that. I think, yep, they sure are. Lance going to decline the penalty. This is going to be 3rd, about 13, back at the 38-yard line. Got to get to about the Bison 48-yard line for the first down.
Yeah, normally on law percentages, this is not a high percentage play to make. So
4 wide look, trips near side, 1 wide to the far side. Bison rushing 3. Got to have a big defensive stand right here. Pollitt will throw. With some pursuit, still battling, and he'll throw it out of bounds. It'll be 4th down. The Bison keep their timeout. McCook's going to get the ball back with 2:57 left, and hopefully some pretty good field position.
Yeah, excellent job on the rush there. Spencer Steinbeck, Tate Schaefer, but they didn't go in guns blaring. They kept their wits about him and kept him contained. And all right, get this ball punted and get the ball back.
As Pooch kick bobbled by Pollitt. Rugby style, he kicks it, a line drive out of bounds. It goes out of bounds at about the 40-yard line. Boy, we'll take it.
Yeah, it's just, this is a weird game. You nailed it right on the head earlier, Rich, but just mishaps and fumbles and penalties and mistakes that just aren't normally part of these two, programs' schedule at all.
It's been the longest game. Look at 9:21. We're going on almost 2.5 hours. It's been a marathon in this one.
Yeah.
So the Bison once again at 2:51 left and 1 timeout. They still have 2 I swear that Aurora's burned 2 in this half. They have 2 on the board for them. 1 for McCook. Trent Riley under center. Double tight end set. 1 wide out. Motion man to the far side is Ty Junker in the eye. Campbell, Tristan bottled up, trying to push the pile. Maybe picked up 2, maybe 3 to about the 46-yard line.
Yeah, good ISO. The offensive line again. That interior 3, they're getting a push. They're ended up 5-6 yards down the way, but Tristan just couldn't quite get poked through there that time.
Picked up about 4 yards to about the 44-yard line. We'll call it 2nd and 6. And that clock is running 2:24 left.
Yeah, I don't think McCook's going to be in any hurry either. Worst case scenario as it is, we go to OT here, but.
Pullman split out wide left. You got twin receivers to the right. Gabe Roberts in the slot far side. 1 back, and now we have another stinking flag. I say false start again?
Yeah, I think Isaac Sonnenberg moved out here at the left tackle spot. Just wiggled a little bit. When you're out there on the edge like that, they can see it pretty easy.
Yeah, 5-yard penalty back inside the 40. So 2nd and 11 now for McCook. As the clock is running, we're under 2 minutes left. Air it out, big play right here.
Yeah, I don't
Go for
know
broke.
Yeah, I don't know.
4 wide look. Trent Riley shotgun set. Takes a snap. Pump fakes. Looking downfield. Going to be complete midfield and out of bounds. Great look. Asher Wilson across the middle of the field toward the sideline. Moving the chains. Get the first down. Out of bounds. Bison. That's a pretty good play. It's 1st and 10.
Yeah, it's a great job by Miles. They kind of worked off that previous, pass play that we had. He cleared out that side and let Asher fill that void underneath in that lower layer. Really good play. Great pass by Trenton.
So in Aurora territory, at the Husky 47-yard line, 4 wide look again. Riley will stay in that shotgun set. See if Huskies bring a little pressure. 1st and 10. And pass going to be knocked down line of scrimmage. Going toward the sideline that time. Looked like for Campbell and was knocked down on the far side. Bring up 2nd and 10.
Yeah, tried to get a little quick turnaround out there on the sideline, but good job by that defensive end to get his hands up and time it up right.
Hey, Carl. Oh, yes. We hit that 300 viewer mark tonight. Got a lot of folks tuning in. We appreciate that. On our Kicks 96.1 YouTube channel, also Kicks 96.1 highplainsradio.net or KICX app as well. 2nd and 10. Bison have it. 20-20 ball game, late 4th quarter. The Aurora 47-yard line. Shotgun set for Riley. 4 wide set once again. Ball on the far side hash. Motion man is Campbell. Riley looking to throw. Pump fakes. Deep ball downfield. He's going for Pullman again. Little push off. Has it. 5-yard line. And a fumble on the play.
Incomplete.
No, the incomplete pass. Oh, man. It's like Miles had it, but never had it. They say never had it, which is
probably a blessing, yes.
Exactly. Oh, boy. He bombed it that time, and look at Miles had it, but just couldn't quite corral it and bring up 3rd down.
Yeah, great effort there. I thought he had it. Just couldn't quite pull it in.
Looking at the replay, and oh, boy. Yeah. Good thing they don't have replay in high school,
right,
or you might have a challenge there. Oh, so McCook on 3rd and 10. What do they do right here, Lance? With a minute 21 left.
Well, kind of giving your hand out away now with the 2 passes. You about got to do the same thing here. So
they'll go 4 wide again. 47-yard line for Aurora. Riley shotgun sets. Looking to throw, pump fake, steps up the pocket's got some room. Oh, they closed in a hurry. Trenton, couple of nice moves, a little stutter step. 40, down the sidelines, got the first down, I think. You bet! Gain of 12 for Trenton Riley on a nice play to about the 36-yard line.
Yeah, excellent.
Yeah.
Excellent move by Trenton out there. Gave him a little air walk, or that new move they're doing there. And, yeah, gave him a little business. Got the first down.
So down to the 36-yard line. With a minute 12 left and 1 timeout in your hip pocket.
Yeah. I mean, we can get down there and Gunner can he can knock it in from some distance too, so there's always that option.
Bison about trips left for this set. Motion man to the far side is Asher Wilson. Riley, shotgun set, high snap. And Still's got the ball. Does he get to run it? Bison got to burn a timeout here to the 32-yard line. Gain of 4, or maybe not. They're on a minute left. You just got to play hurry up here. Now Coach Vatrosky did burn that last time out. Just saw him point at the sideline. So it'll be second and 5, 2nd and 6. Quick break. We're back to Aurora coming up shortly. Kicks 96.1.
Devaney Motors on East Beach Street in McCook is your authorized dealer for Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, Honda, Yamaha, and still, where else can you buy a new Ram pickup or a car, a motorcycle or ATV, a chainsaw, leaf blower, lawn and garden equipment at the same place? It's all at Devaney Motors on East Beach Street in McCook. Remember, it's not a deal unless it's a Devaney deal. Rich Barnett, Lance Frazier, and also doing our YouTube channel once again, Carl Raymond. Late fourth quarter, Bison on the move. Tie ball game 2020, 2nd and 6 to the Aurora 32-yard line. Sure, you'd like to punch in for a touchdown right here, but if you're getting in Gunner Cap's range, you want to, down to.
We probably need another 20 yards, 15, 20 yards. I think. I'm not sure how far he can kick it, but you know what? Just to give him the opportunity would be
right.
You know,
exactly right. Yeah.
Yeah, Trenton could have been as well off there just to throw that ball away too and save that timeout. But
54 seconds left. Bison break the huddle. Timeout. Here we go. 4 wide look. Twins both sides. Ball in the near side hash. Riley shotgun sets. 4-man front for Aurora. Riley shotgun and pump fakes. Across the middle. Going to be a tough catch. Down to the 25-yard line. They'll stop the clock. Move the chains. That's a good catch. Ty Junker that. No, that was Miles. T or Junker that time. One of the two. They spot the ball. 1st and 10, 24-yard line. Is grounded right here. Trent, you don't need to go up there and wing it. Just throw it. Just throw it on the ground. Gee, Chris, it's like putting a dent in the turf or something like that.
Yeah.
Second down.
Ball looks like an Australian rule football now.
So it's second down. Clock stops. Still plenty of time. 44 seconds left.
No need to rush it.
What would have been cool if he would have faked the grounding and threw a touchdown in the end zone. Now that would have been cool. 2 tight ends are back in the eye. 1 wide out. Isolation going to be Campbell. Busted outside inside the 20 and get out of bounds. Yep, he got out of bounds. The mark at about the 20-yard line, maybe about the 20.
This would still be about a 37-yard field goal. So, like I said, I don't know Gunner's range, but we got to be getting pretty close, I would think. No wind tonight, great weather, good kicking weather.
You almost got to throw it here because we have no timeouts. 39 seconds left. If you complete it and don't make the first down, you're asking that kicker
and everything team get out there.
Get out there in a hurry.
Yeah, you got to throw something to the sideline too, but you got to be aware that they're aware of that too, and not get a quick pick six or something, from that.
Bison trying to get a game-winning score here, possibly late fourth quarter. 3rd and 6, Riley. And it'll be play action. Trent, he's got we had Gabe Roberts, a complete 15, down to the 10, down to the 5. It'll be 1st and goal. It's Lee Davidson out of the backfield. Boy, he had Roberts in the end zone, too. I thought was going to throw to Gabe, but they go to Lee instead. It's 1st and 10 McCook, or 1st and goal McCook at the 5-yard line with 32 seconds left.
Yeah, first down, so that gives them options now. They can kneel this thing, run it down, and, I don't know, maybe punch it in and then spike it if you need to.
Right, exactly. You got, as you said, options, right? They go power set. Tate Schaefer, the extra power back in there with Davidson and Campbell. Double tight end set. 1st and goal. Going to be Campbell right side. Tristan trying to find some room. He's in a touchdown. Bison got the lead and a 5-yard touchdown run by Tristan Campbell. And the Bison, holy smokes, as they have chances in this game, have rallied back and they got a 6-point lead.
Yeah, the Bison cardiac kid Bisons. It's crazy. This has been the weirdest game. Oh, come on, Gunner. Let's punch this one through.
Wow. Caps for the extra point. Missed his last one. He's not going to miss this one. Snap good. Holds get it. Kick so to be on the way, and it's money in the bank. Horizon Bank touchdown. Tristan Campbell from 5 yards out. Bison kickoffs coming up shortly. Kicks 96-1.
Paradise Spas in McCook is a proud sponsor of McCook Bison Sports. They invite you to stop in and see all the new hot tubs and make your yard into a vacation destination. Financing is available. Paradise Spas also has a large selection of chemicals and accessories. Stop on by and see them today at Paradise Spas, 210 West 3rd Street, McCook, Nebraska. A proud sponsor of McCook Bison Athletics.
Hi, this is Danny with Tobias Dental Care. Did you know that your oral health can affect the overall health of your body? Studies have shown that poor oral hygiene has been linked to many health conditions, such as diabetes, heart disease, and stroke. The American Dental Association recommends brushing twice daily, flossing at least once a day, and seeing your dentist every 6 months for a checkup and cleaning. If you're due for a cleaning, or if it's been a while since you've had your teeth cleaned, please call us today at 345-1510 or stop by and see us at 411 West 5th Street in McCook. And remember, at Tobias Dental Care, we make it easy for you to smile.
Tristan Campbell and a 5-yard touchdown run. The extra point by Gunner Caps was good. It's a 7-point Bison lead with 27 seconds left, 27-20. And I got to tell you, a lot of Aurora folks, the way they were playing this second half, got to be stunned.
Yeah, I don't know. Pollitt looked like he got a little tired maybe and maybe a little bit injured. I don't know with the cramps, but it's just been it's been both ways, Rich. You know, both teams, it's been kind of crazy. So, man, this last 27-7 could be epic.
Now you have to have your kickoff coverage do their thing and do not let anybody get a big-time run. As Gunner Caps will kick this thing off. Kick's going to be a good one. And Kleinschmidt at the 20, 25. Nice job, Bison. Nice job. They bottle them up. And it'll be first and 10 Aurora. They'll mark it at about the 28, 29-yard line. They have the Huskies with 2 timeouts, even though I disagree. I thought they burned 2 already. They got 2 on the board. And 22 seconds left.
Yeah, with a guy like Connor Allen, nothing's ever out here, you know. Yeah, two timeouts, 22 seconds. That's like having a minute of clock time, really.
Yeah. Yep.
I say we still need to get into the quarterback's face, though, and get some pressure on him. Don't let him just sit back there and pick away.
27-20. Bison lead here late. 22 seconds, sorry. Bunch set here near side. Got a wide out to the far side of the field. Bison rushing 3, dropping 8. They need to get some pressure on that quarterback a little bit, too. They have been the last couple of times. Bringing some inside blitz. Pollitt across the middle, going to be almost picked. Just short hopped. Actually, that was a short hop of the receiver. That was Kleinschmidt. And across the middle, little crossing route. Incomplete, brings up 2nd and 10.
Yeah, I really believe that Pollitt's not 100% at all right now. He's just not getting any zip on the balls that he was getting before. But, yeah, we need to be in his face so he cannot get set. Everything in front of you.
I don't know what Bison coach is next door to us, but they're not going to have a voice left.
No, they're lost about 25 pounds tonight in voice.
Exactly right. Some confusion with Aurora, and they're looking at they're down to 8 on the play clock. As Bison showing blitz again. Inside blitz, here comes Tate Schaefer, going to bomb it downfield, going to be picked off in midfield. Ian Spearman will go down, and the Bison are going to win this baby. On a pick by Spearman. That's turnover, I think. Is that the 4th against Aurora tonight? I'm trying to think. I know it's 3, but it might be 4.
Rich, my abacus is broke.
Wow. The way things are going, I thought, McCook a couple of times in danger of losing by 2 touchdowns. I mean, that was going to be 2 scores. They had 1st and goal twice.
Yeah,
and came up with nothing.
Net yards tonight on both sides have to be less than 100 yards with all the penalties and the backwards yards.
Bison will take a knee. It's going to be a big Bison win. They'll go to 2-0 in the season. What a comeback. 4-quarter game. That's why you play in the 4 quarters. Bison win at 27-20. The final this one. Our Wagner Chevy post game is coming up here shortly on Kicks 96.1. Under the collar? Well, under your roof. Veteran Heating and Air and American Standard want to keep you cool as a cucumber this summer. Call Veteran HVAC 737-5292 and ask about the great deals on new American Standard AC units. Or maybe your current system needs a little work? Call Veteran HVAC and ask about service calls and service plans. Veteran Heating and Air and American Standard, helping you keep your cool. Call today 737-5292 or visit veteranhvac.com.
You know, some people say that walking is the best exercise you can get. Well, we have a chance for you to walk with a dog. Come join Dr. Barter as he is walking around Wheat Ridge Terrace. Walk with a Dog happens every Thursday from 11 a.m. until noon. This week, it's up at Wheat Ridge Terrace on their new walking path. Walk with a Dog is brought to you by Decatur Health. Remember, Decatur Health is where compassion and healing come together.
MNB, there is a difference. MNB.
At M&B Bank, banking feels like home. Built on trust, powered by community, and designed for you. With hassle-free checking and savings, secure mobile banking, and real support from real people, banking's never been easier. Open your account today. Fast, easy, and 100% local, just like us. M&B Bank, there is a difference. Member FDIC.
MNB, there is a difference. MNB.
When life throws you a curveball or you find yourself on the bench, Community Hospital Physical Therapy steps up to the plate. Whether you're aiming for a home run, tackling the workday, or chasing after grandkids, our team is here to coach you back to peak performance. With cutting-edge treatments like dry needling, blood flow restriction, and cupping, we're not just about recovery, we're about your victory. Get back in the game with us. Visit us at Community Hospital Rehabilitation Center in McCook or Frontier County Physical Therapy in Curtis.
Nebraska Land Tire and McCook can take care of your tires. Well, obviously. But did you know they do more?
Like what?
Factory maintenance, brakes, alignment, batteries, shocks, AC, cooling systems, belts, hoses, time belts, transmission service,
Starters, power steering alternators, oil service, bearings, mufflers, suspension, tires, struts, custom wheels, tune-ups, filters, fuel injection.
and support after the sale.
Wow, they really do have everything.
Yep, if it has rubber and rolls, Nebraska Land Tire can take care of it. Open Monday through Saturday, West B Street, McCook.
Back here at Aurora, final score. Bison win it by a final score of 27-20. They turned the scoreboard off already. Imagine that. 27-20, the final score. Lance and runs a player of the game. We were talking to the break. Trenton Riley.
Yeah, I think in that fourth quarter, just two big third down conversions, touchdown pass to Miles, and that was the difference in the fourth quarter.
Whew, I'm exhausted.
Wow, that was crazy.
We didn't play a snap, and I'm just exhausted in this one. The Bisons, let's go down the scoring like this. McCook, Aurora scored first on a Wyatt Pullett 10-yard touchdown pass to Cannon Allen. The PAT was no good to make it 6-0. Bison responded with a Tristan Campbell 5-yard touchdown run. Gunnar Capps PAT made it 7-6. That was the score after the first quarter. Aurora responded a Cash Kleinschmidt 50-yard interception return for a touchdown. The two-point conversion was good to make it 14-7. Bison came back on a Campbell 33-yard touchdown run. The Caps PAT made it 14-14. That was our halftime score. Aurora took the lead on a Kleinschmidt 25-yard touchdown run. The PAT was no good to make it 20-14. How big was that extra point?
That was great big.
Huge in that one. It was 20-14 after the third. Bison, Aurora had a couple of chances inside the 10, inside the 5-yard line, first and goal, and came away with nothing. Bison tied it on a Trenton Riley 68-yard touchdown pass to Miles Pullman. The PAT to win it was no good, hit the upright. And McCook got the ball back. And then Campbell on a 5-yard touchdown run. Caps PAT make it 27-20. They get a pick at the end by Ian Spearman and to win it 27-20. Coach Joe Vitrowski's on his way up. He's got to be one happy camper.
Yeah, gutsy performance. Not a great performance by any means. A lot of mistakes tonight, but sometimes good teams just find a way to win, and that might be what happened tonight with McCook. Nothing against Aurora. Good team. I hope them luck down the road.
Got Waverly coming to town. He's going to look at updated scoreboard on this as Coach makes his way up. Updated scoreboard. Scott over Lincoln Standing Bear 42-7. Creed over Beatrice 27-14. Northwest shutout Hastings 40-0. Gross over Mitchell over Ralston 14-14. Bennington 46. Gretna East 27. Elkhorn North over York 42-7. Waverly beats Seward 28-20. There's a nail biter. Norris over Gretna 52-35. Scottsbluff routs Lincoln Northwest 56-7. Platteview over Lexington 27-13. And Garing's up 39-6 over Mitchell in that one. That's in the third quarter out west. And this one, Coach Vitrowski on his way up. He's going to be joining us. Holy smokes, what a game. One of the longer games we've had in a long, long time. Holy smokes, we're pushing 10 o'clock here. It's past my bedtime. At least I think Coach is on the way. He's got to wind his way around and find an opening someplace. There's the coach right here. Wow.
Yeah, wow.
I don't know what else to say. Yeah, 4 quarters. That's why they play 4 quarters. Never give up.
That was exactly what I said down there. These guys never give up. I'm out of breath.
I bet you are.
Everything's kind of a little bit of a blur there at the end. It just all happened so fast, and I'm just proud of the guys. They just never gave up, and our playmakers made plays at the end. It was not pretty. I just not going to sugarcoat it. It wasn't pretty. Penalties and turning the ball over and things like that, but we knew we were going to have to battle it all the way to the end, and we did. I'm so proud of our guys.
that's a team down there that's got a lot of miles on them. And I think everyone knows what I mean. There's a lot of guys down there that have played a lot of football, and there wasn't one time during that game that I thought there was never once I thought they were going to give up. And so proud of them.
No question. A couple of times in Aurora, when they had first and goal a couple of times inside the 10, it didn't look – they were going to get some points. They never did.
They didn't. And that was really that was a big part of the game as they got down in the red zone. Shoot, there was one down here. They're on the 1-yard line. And their quarterback, for them, unfortunately got hurt and had to get taken off, just walked off the field. But they fumbled the snap, and we get the ball. And it's just those things that just kept us in the game. And then, at the end of the day, it's not so much about plays but players. And, at some point I said, we just got to get Miles the ball, and just threw it deep. And Trent threw a phenomenal pass. And, our defense stood in there when we had to. And I know I'm saying the word proud a lot, but, man, this is as good a McCook Aurora game as I've been a part of. And like I said, it was all really kind of a blur there at the end. Everything was happening so fast. But our guys kept fighting, and we're going to need that the rest of the way. It ain't going to get any easier next week against Waverly.
No question. I'll let you go. I know we're going to talk tomorrow morning, Coach's Coffee Club. But, yeah, the Vikings win 28-20 down the road at Seward. Pretty good team coming to town.
Really good team. I mean, obviously highly ranked in the preseason, and, they beat Bennington week 1. And so that was a huge win, and they backed it up with a win tonight. And so the big thing is we're going to get them at home. We're going to be able to be at home, and it's going to be an exciting atmosphere. We got to get back to work. We got to clean some things up. I'm not going to sugarcoat it. It was rough at parts during the game with penalties and turnovers and things like that. And we got to get it cleaned up. But I'll tell you what, sometimes it doesn't look the most prettiest. But at the end of the day, the guys never quit. And I said it to them in there. I said, why would I ever think that, though? We got a group of guys, like I said, got a lot of miles on them, and they just don't know what it means to quit. So I'm very happy.
Have a safe trip home. We'll see you in the morning.
Yeah, thanks, guys.
You betcha. Head coach Joe Petrosky, a great win for the Bison once again in this one. That's going to wrap up our coverage once again of McCook High School Bison football. Thanks to all of our great sponsors helping us out. Our coverage once again. Wow. Carl running the YouTube camera tonight. We had 300-plus on board tonight, watching all around the country. We appreciate that. We're back with you once again coming up next week when the Bison return to the friendly confines of Wyland Field for the Waverly Vikings coming to town, one of Class B's best. And that will be a barn burner, no question, coming up again next week. For Carl and Lance doing the color tonight, I'm Rich Barnett. Have a great, fantastic weekend. Thanks for listening to Bison Football on Kicks 96.